Welcome to the Art of War Streamhouse RTT, where 10 of the best players in the world battle it out to see which of them will have bragging rights for the whole year. Round 1 is over, and half the field has already been eliminated. We're on to round 2, where the challenge only gets harder. Today's game pits Sasha Edelkraut and his Chaos Space Marines versus Kyle McCord and his Dark Angels. Kyle's Gladius Dark Angels has Azrael, a lieutenant with combi weapon, 5 intercessors, 3 ballistas dreadnoughts, 10 Deathwing Knights, 6 Inner Circle companions, 2 Invader ATVs, 1 Land Raider Redeemer, 3 Outriders, and a Storm Speeder Thunderstrike. Sasha is running Creations of Bile Chaos Space Marines, and has a Chaos Lord with Prime Test Subject, Cypher, Fabius Bile, 2 squads of 10 Chaos Cultists, 2 squads of 5 Legionaries, 2 Chaos Rhinos, 1 squad of 10 Chosen, 1 squad of 5 Chosen, 1 5-man Nemesis Claw unit, 2 squads of 10 Possessed, 1 Wardog Brigand, and 1 Wardog Stalker. Today's mission is Mission E, Take and Hold, Prepared Positions, Hammer and Anvil. Games Workshop Layout Number 8. Only one will withstand the onslaught and advance to the next round, but their journey doesn't end there. Claiming victory in the Streamhouse RTT requires going undefeated in one of the hardest tournaments of all time. Who will survive and who will fall? Stay tuned to find out.
Hello everybody, and welcome to some unfamiliar faces on Art of War. Sasha, where are they?
I don't know. It's the RTT takeover.
Ooh, RTT takeover. So, yesterday, Sasha and I played against Quentin and Nick, respectively. Sasha, how'd the game go?
My game was great. I showed Nick who was the ruler of Chaos Space Marines and destroyed his Elder in a beautiful fashion. And that's what we put me here in round 2 versus your Dark Angel. I heard you had a pretty tight game with Quentin.
I did. And the Imperium prevailed. So because the Imperium prevailed in an unexpected turn of events, you are watching Kyle and Sasha.
This is me,
play. And what do we have on the table exactly?
I'm bringing my Chaos Space Marines in the beautiful Bile detachment. And you have Dark Angels, I hear, right?
I do. I'll tell you a little bit about where everything is. You'll notice that I have some bikes over here. They're high OC, so they love going out and hopping on this objective right here. They're followed up by a ballistas. We're on table 8, so it's a little tricky to find shooting lanes, but there are some good ones through here. Not great ones, but good ones.
No, you're right. We talked a little bit about those angles before. And
we did.
Yep.
I've got a unit of Inner Circle companions with Azrael over here waiting to push this way to get some OC. In case I draw area denial or something like that on turn 1, we have this little ATV right here. Intercessors on the home objective, probably not totally shocked to see that, followed up by a little bit of a shooting line back here, 2 ballistas, 1 Thunderstrike, because one of the really good lines on this board we talked about is right through here.
Yeah. You'll see that in my deployment.
I have a combi lieutenant who's giving me rerolls on the middle right here for 1s to wound, and then I have another ATV in case I draw something like Contain and I need to move out. And of course, I forgot to mention it, I do have a Land Raider Redeemer full of Deathwing Knights. I was hoping Sasha wouldn't notice that, but it ends up being fairly important.
It's the stealthiest Redeemer I've seen, right?
It's so stealthy.
And you have a second unit in Deep Strike, right?
I do. I have one more that's going to come in via teleporter. So, what am I up against here? Tell me how you're going to beat me.
The craziness of the Creations of Bile. So, yeah, you're in for a treat. My army is significantly more melee-oriented than yours, which is weird because you probably will still beat me in melee. But we'll see, right? I have less shooting than you. So my 2 shooting elements, my 2 knights, I have a brigand and a stalker deployed pretty centrally. I wanted to avoid that side where your redeemer is on. I can hop over and get some long shots once you get aggressively forward, but I didn't want it to start right there.
Right.
We got both units of 10 possessed here on the side to be able to scout into the middle pocket. The other 10 possessed in the center. Right behind the possessed we have the 10 chosen with Bile. I wanted to keep them central and not on the other side where I only have Cypher. Just because I was afraid they might get stuck in this ruin once the Redeemer moves forward. This is no man's land.
That's barbecue territory.
That's barbecue territory, exactly. So we only got Cypher over here. We got a Rhino with a unit of Nemesis Claw and Legionnaires. Similar to your ATV, they can move forward, score me secondaries turn 1. And then to finish it off, I have my unit of of cultists here and cultists on my home objective. These cultists can push forward to secondaries. Those cultists will screen out my backfield for a little bit. And that's really it. And then in reserves, I have another Rhino with a unit of 5 Chosen with my Chaos Lord, who is the upgrade of Prime Test Subject, and another 5 Legionnaires. I hope they can come in on the side and then just be able to get in a position where you can't immediately kill the Rhino and the content inside, and then hopefully they can hop out, score secondaries if I have to, or go charge into your deep backfield, which is hard otherwise on Hammer and Anvil.
It is indeed, and that is Hammer and Anvil is interesting because we're really pushed into the middle. These are both 2 armies that are more than happy going to the middle for the most part.
Are.
So I think we're going to be brawling.
We are going to be brawling. It's take and hold in easy 5, 10, 15 every round. So yeah, there will be units in the center. There will be slaughter. And I'm excited for this. How do you feel, Kyle?
I'm psyched, man. Sasha and I have never played. How crazy is that?
We did not.
And so this is a first for us. I think it's going to be a great game. Should we dive into it?
Let's go for it. What do you think? You want to go first or second?
A part of me thinks that I actually do kind of want to go first, but you know what? I wouldn't mind going second either. How about you?
I think we have very much the same idea. First allows us to stage a little bit closer to the center.
Yep.
Going second gives you that powerful bottom turn if anything is still alive, which can be doubtful. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live turn 5, so
I'm not sure anything is going to be alive turn 5.
Right.
It might be 2 units just staring each other down over here.
Yep.
Right.
So before we roll first, I actually got to quickly roll my experimental augmentation.
Oh.
See what upgrades my units are going to have.
So we're going to find out what sort of crazy chemicals Bile has dumped in the water.
Has been injecting into everyone here. So here we go. I'm going to roll. I can reroll because Bile is my warlord. Let's see. I got 1 and 3. 1 is +1 attacks, and 3 is weapon skill. So I will be hitting on 2s army-wide, and I have +1 attack. I'm going to keep that.
That sounds like a good play.
That sounds pretty good, right?
It does. It's better than double 6s.
Exactly. Don't 1/6s, ballistic skill.
Yes,
avoid that.
It's super hot.
That's for Tau. No fish here.
We ready to party?
We're ready. Pink for me, green for your Dark Angels. Sweet. 1 and 2.
You wanted it slightly more.
I wanted it slightly more. Good luck to you.
YouTube.
All right. We'll be
scout movements. We don't have any, do we?
I have no scouts.
All right. So what we're going to do is draw some cards and let's roll.
Perfect. Battle round 1. Here we go. Did you already cut my deck?
I sure did.
Sweet. So let's see what we got. I'm going to put my CP right up here.
I'm up to 1, you're up to 1.
And the beautiful pink of Fabius Bile of Legion, the Emperor's Children, who are getting a new codex also.
Yeah.
And we'll see. So, Battle Round 1, recover assets and overwhelming force.
Well, one of those is better than the other, admittedly.
Certainly.
Overwhelming force is a very good secondary. Do you want to see it on turn 1?
Not on turn 1. I think that's just going to be a CP. I don't have the added bonus of Azrael just giving me CP, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be discarding overwhelming force this turn. And recover assets, I think I'm going to be able to do.
I agree, and there's not a lot I can do to stop you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this battle round is going to be pretty quick. Let's get started. I will start my Possessed. They're going to give you an advanced roll. I want to get them nice here in the center. What I'm thinking to do is what we talked a little bit at the beginning of the game, is I want to be able to stage my unit central here. So I have a bunch of guys on the objective and would force a reaction by Kyle if he wants to stop that, and then if he does, I will have enough units out there. You could move up turn 1 your bikes. They're 2 OC a piece, right?
They are.
They are 2 OC a piece.
So one of the tricks is, part of the reason that they're positioned there, just to talk through it, and Sasha and I both knew this, is that it is, so in order to get enough OC to hold that objective, Sasha's pretty much going to have to move to the other side of the wall, because the Possessed can only get so many on there. They certainly have to be on the wall in order to do it, right? So while sometimes we might be able to do 1.01 in this case.
I think I'm just going to be touching the wall.
You're going to be touching the wall.
Yep. How much will that be for charge for the ICC if we do that?
From here to the wall, the sum total is a 14. So if I wanted to go for that, it's going to be 14 on... It's going to be 8 on 3d6.
If you do an advance.
If I get crazy.
Yep. Which means the game will take off right to a bang, doesn't it?
I don't think there was a scenario where that wasn't going to happen, though, Sasha, if I'm real honest.
All right, so right now we got 4 OC on there. If I roll a good advance roll with my cultist, I can get a couple more cultists on there, so that will force your hand to put the ICC out. And then we would be starting a brawl right away turn 1. I think I'm okay to take that. Because if not, I will need to step out anyway to kill your Outriders once they stand on there. And this turn, I think I can deal better with it. All right, here's the scouts. Don't give me a 1. The cultist.
There it is.
Perfect. So the cultist is also going to be touching the wall. And with that, I will have enough OC on here that I should have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now.
Sasha, what kind of defensive strats do you have in case the ICC do decide to run at you?
-1 damage. Not -1 damage, I'm so sorry. -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit, yes. It's for the entire phase. I can use either in the shooting phase or in the fighting phase. Charge phase.
Pretty potent.
Yep, pretty
potent.
So that's up there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 OC on there right now.
That is. I will, in order to steal that from you, I will certainly need at least 2 units, or to come try and kill some things.
Okay, so the next up, 18 is my deployment zone. I think this brigand is just going to walk up outside my deployment zone to recover assets over here.
Recover those assets.
Yep, he's going to do that. And then I think my cultists are going to do it here on my home turf. This is relatively screened. I think the cultists are just going to advance too, start screening my backfield.
Well, they aren't ambitious, I'll give them that.
Right?
They're willing to serve the dark gods, but very minimally.
Staying out of that line or that angle there for now. Up, up, up. 2, 2, 1, 2.
What Sasha has just done is what's called dog boning in the 40K,
Right.
which is that you have one little triangle at each end of a line. You can do that because then it keeps all your models within 2 inches of one other model.
Exactly, keeps the coherency intact.
I'm gonna move that guy over just a touch over there because I'm OCD.
I think we're going to keep the middle block where it is. I don't think I want to advance them too far. Anything I really put out can die. Now the question I have is actually if I'm going to give you the Rhino. What I'm thinking right now, I could put the Rhino out here. I'm already offering you a somewhat of a trade there. And what I want to have enough answers of my unit being able to run over there to then actually be able to deal with Azrael and then hopefully have that flank under control. By putting the Rhino out in the center, I force your hand a little bit more. It also means that the Land Raider kind of needs to move up. If he wants to shoot me, I could always disembark back. So hopefully nothing gets really charged then afterwards. And if the Knights come out this turn, I only have to deal with 1 unit of Knights instead of 2 units. So I think we're going to do that. What's the OC on those 2 attack bikes, the ATVs?
2 each.
They're 2 each. So they can also just move on and contest this play.
An ATV is a really cheap, annoying 60-point unit, man.
Yeah, I see actually. In which case, I think we're still going to go for it. This game is not going to be won by staying back, but by going first. I need to push primary as much as I can. And I want to start getting those small resources out of you if you want to trade them. And with that, I think my 2 Knights are going to be recovering assets. They will build a temple to the dark gods.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure we're already finishing my turn right there. I could get a couple shots maybe with this Rhino onto the ATV, but that's really all we can. We'll go from there. All right, are you ready for my shooting phase?
I am so ready.
Okay. So the only shooting we got is... Actually, could I move this Knight here? Yeah, you could. But then he gets shot back by 2 or 3 ballistics.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
Do we? I don't think so, right? Nah, we'll just shoot the Rhino at it.
That sounds like a real good. That sounds like maybe a stronger play.
Dark Pact for my Rhino.
Sounds good.
Failed, so Rhino takes 3 damage.
Jiminy Christmas. Sasha off to a brave start here.
What did I say, 3 damage?
Yeah.
So I'm down to 7.
Yep.
All right, we'll shoot the Reaper chain cannon out of it. I'm going to go, your toughness 5?
I am indeed.
You are a 5. All right, we'll go for sustained hits. Always more fun to have more shots.
Sounds good.
So we'll shoot... The Melto is not going to be in range. I honestly think the only thing that will be in range is the chain cannon, the Havoc launcher, and the combi. Here we go. Chain cannon, hitting on 4s. 1 for sustain comes back, and then booming on force. Give me 2 saves, no AP.
These are going to be on 3s.
The Havoc is 6.
I'm going to eat 1, go to 7.
All right. 3s, 1 comes back for sustained. And looking for force here, 2 more, no AP.
I will take the 1 and go to 6.
And then my combi vulture doesn't hit. All right, that will end my shooting phase. We start recover assets. I will discard overwhelming force for CP.
Putting you up to 2 and then 3 in my turn.
And 3 in your turn. All right, Kyle, over to you. Bottom of turn 1.
I will also go up to 3 because Azrael is a boss.
Yep.
Do I need to do anything before I start rolling? I don't think so. Here's 2 cards.
Go for it.
Overwhelming force. You know, it's a little better for me than it was for you. Overwhelming force because I do have 2 targets for that. And then I'm going to draw Secure No Man's Land. So
All
I'm
right.
pretty encouraged to come push at least a little bit. I don't want you to get a 10 on the first turn because I do need to try and get ahead a little bit. You've tantalized me with the prospect here. Mm-hmm. And I like to be tantalized.
Okay.
And so I might just go for it because it does seem like if I could knock out some possessed, it's one of your big assets that I'm a little anxious about. I think I probably am. I'm going to do a little pre-measurement, which is if I come to here, I can shoot this way and try and just take that thing out. It's probably not a bad idea. Then I start moving the ballistics forward. Yes, you'll get guys out, but we can make it so that you probably are not going to be super excited about that. So I think our play is to go ahead and just go for this.
All right.
So I think we are going to be wild and use our advance and charge. So we'll go into Assault Doctrine.
Turn 1.
Turn 1, baby.
There we go.
I'm going to put that on the Possessed.
That's your Oath of Moment.
That is my Oath of Moment.
All right. So
Good,
full
thank you,
rerolls
yes.
to hit, right?
Full rerolls to hit. So you can make me hit on 4s, but I'm going to reroll all of them. I guess.
Right.
And those guys have a 5-up invuln and 3 wounds apiece.
Yep. T6.
T6. He
And I
says.
can make you -1 to hit.
I don't like that. I would like you to not do that.
All right.
Let's try an advance roll with these guys. I am going to go 12.
You are basically there.
I'm basically there. Boop, boop, boop.
And that is Inner Circle Companions with Azrael, right?
That is right. I gotta get good about announcing that. You are so unnatural on this. We're gonna have to, after we unhogtie the other 2 guys, right? Absolutely, we're gonna get you on here. These guys are going to go forward 12 because what they're gonna do is just charge at the cultist since they're also on the wall.
Perfect.
This guy is going to go, the Dreadnought is going to go forward 8.
Perfect.
Just like that. Do you have anything that deep strikes or is it just reserves?
Just the 1 Rhino.
Just the 1 Rhino.
Just the 1 Rhino coming in. I wanted to have a little bit of punch back once I knew where the battlefield will evolve.
Yep.
And that's why I put that Rhino out there with 2 units. 1 unit to maybe then do some secondaries, and the other one is a combat unit.
My home objective is now sticky. What does that mean?
Basically, you can just leave your home objective in peace till the end of times.
Yes.
I will never reach it probably, so
Right.
you will keep holding it forever now.
This is a teleport homer. We're just going to remember this is here because the Land Raider is going to have to move over it. So I'm just going to put my finger where it is.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a red token that you can put there.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
And then just put it under Land Raider. Even.
There we go. Okay. Once I move, I am going to go ahead and get the Deathwing Knights out.
All right.
They're going to stand in front of that Land Raider because they're pretty confident you don't want to be hit by a whole bunch of flamers. That is a feeling I have, Sasha.
Are you talking about overwatching?
I am talking about overwatching.
Oh my god, you wouldn't dare.
It would be outrageous. Who would do, what kind of animal would do such a thing?
Right.
And we are going to move this ballistas to this spot right here. The combi lieutenant is going to walk onto this objective.
All right.
If he gets scared, he will do what combi lieutenants do best, and he will head for the hills.
Okay.
This particular, there's a little line that we can draw, I believe,
exactly.
across here. We're going to move the Thunderstrike, the Stormspeeder Thunderstrike, right over to here.
All right. His ability is once he hits a vehicle, you get +1 to wound with everything else, right?
Which turns out to be pretty good if you have flamers that would potentially be wounding on 5s.
Going to 4s.
Going to 4s.
Yep.
I have overwhelming force and I have secure no man's land, so I don't need to do any actions. Neither of us can bring anything in because it is turn round 1.
Correct.
So I believe I am going to...
Do you want to move the ATV that you have on the other side?
I don't think I... yeah, I kind of do.
I can come in your deployment zone turn 1 with
that. Is very true. Would you roll me in advance for him?
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Pink dice, 3.
How very average. I love it. That is just enough to go have him sit on the objective. Thank you for reminding me about that. He is going to be just off the wall, but I will have OC3 on there.
Okay.
We'll take this off the board so it's not confusing. I think I've moved everything, Sasha. I think I'm ready to do some shooting, yeah?
I think I am ready to receive those shots.
I agree. We're going to start with the Thunderstrike shooting at the Rhino. Would you like to do anything about that?
That Rhino's doomed.
Yeah, you didn't move it out because it was gonna be a big adventure.
I'm going to be surviving. Go for it.
Oh, before I do that, I'm actually going to advance the intercessors as well. I'm going to move them 11.
Just moving up in the direction of your safer expansion objective.
That's right. Is that they're, neither of us is going to be, because it's hammer and anvil, it's not too hard to screen out most of your deployment.
Correct.
So as a result, I have no real incentive to hang back there.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, back to it. Let's go ahead and shoot the Thunderstrike there. Here is the las cannon.
All right.
That is a hit. Looking for a 3 to wound because it's strength 12. That is a 3 minus
5
3.
up with cover. Nope.
We're going to do 3 damage.
All right, down to 4.
Here are the 2 strength 9 weapons.
Yep.
We're going to hit
Double
on,
hits.
and then we're going to wound on 4s.
4s, yeah.
Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s because the commie lieutenant told us to.
Perfect.
But doesn't help. Here's let's see if we're within 24 inches for the missile launcher. We are. This is a little...
That's the Icarus rocket pod,
It
right?
is, that's right. 2 shots. 2 hits. These will be 5s to wound rerolling because it is twin linked. Just the 2.
2. AP1, so I get cover 1 more.
2 damage, yep. We are gonna go ahead and shoot the and so now we'll be +1 to wound. We'll use this multi-melta to shoot here.
Perfect.
Here are 2 shots with the multi-melta. 2 hits, looking for 3s to wound.
Yep. 9. Yep.
1 at -4.
I don't think I got a save, and I think that's just a dead Rhino.
I think it is.
Do I blow up? I do not. All right, what's the range on the Redeemer? It's 12 inches, right? On the
That is
framers?
correct.
Yeah. So we'll want to make sure we stay out of those 12-inch range from the Redeemer. And then see how we position ourselves. It's going to come around here for a second.
I will tell you, Sasha, while you're positioning those, that the flamer on the Redeemer has not been ranked as super fun by people being shot by it. It is, so if you haven't played this before, it is fierce. It is not a cheap unit, but the flamer is it's 2 weapons. Each one is D6 + 3, 6 - 2, 2. It kills infantry. Does it kill vehicles? It sure does sometimes, especially with +1 to wound.
It does, yeah.
It is a tough unit to play around, especially for melee armies. One of the challenges of the Redeemer is that you do have to be pretty kind to it because it can die pretty easily. If you run into something like Tau railguns, or in this case, Sasha has some very hot melta shots, you could very well end up getting melted. And Sasha, I don't love being melted.
You don't want to get that sweet melt of 4 damage?
No, I definitely do not.
All right. So what we're going to do here is, I am within 12 as far as I can still, but I'm behind this crater, so the Redeemer cannot see me.
That makes sense.
I am in range for long charge from the Terminators, but there's no way around it.
And the Redeemer will be able to shoot you with other things. It will not be able to shoot you with the flamers because you have positioned in such a way that I don't just get free kills.
Correct. So here's the Nemesis Claw unit. Yep. They take 1 mortal, and the Legionnaires take nothing.
Very good. 2 wounds apiece, so it's not going to kill a guy. We are going to follow up with that by shooting. The Nemesis Claw took some wounds. I'd kind of like to see them go down, so I'm going to put everything that I can from the Redeemer into there.
Perfect.
I'm going to include the Hunter-Killer Missile because I just would like to whittle that squad down. I don't like their abilities.
Okay, okay.
Here, I'm going to start with the Assault Cannons, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And then this is twin linked, so wounding on 3s with dev wounds, re-rolling because twin linked.
All right.
Okay.
Nemesis Claw saying nay.
Here are 2 bolter shots.
Yep.
Though
One
hit because they're not stealth, are they?
No.
Okay. 1 wound at no AP.
I'm saying that pretty comfortable, but they might actually have it.
Here is a multi-melta.
Yep.
These are not going to go. And then here's
They actually do have stealth.
Okay. I kind of thought they did. Here's a Hunter-Killer Missile. That's going to miss.
Save the stealth.
Man, okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to get them with the flamers. That's the only way that's going to happen. I do have 1 ballistas here. There was no avoiding it, so I am going to be able to shoot that squad.
The Legionnaires, correct.
Yep. So let's go ahead and shoot some Legionnaires. Yep. I will use crack missiles here.
All right.
Here are 2 las cannons. 2 hits.
All right. Running on 2s.
2 wounds at -3, so
Full
5
cover,
ups.
so 5s.
I will disintegrate 2 of them. Here are 2 crack missiles.
Yep.
Re-rolling because you were above half when I started. 1 hit.
Yep. Running on 2s again.
Nope.
All right.
And then bolters, I believe, are going to be out of range. I can tell that's not 24. So then, this ballistas right here that moved into the terrain feature would love to shoot, but it can't. It has no targets. So shot, this already, and so then...
No line of sight.
No line of sight on anything else. Correct. Sasha did a good job of hiding here. I think we're ready to do some charges. We are going to go ahead and charge the Inner Circle Companions into the Possessed. We'll see if I get as...
So before you do that, just be reminded, I do think we have prepared position. So if you charge with your Inner Circle Companions, my Cultist Cult Heroic for free, maybe tie up some guys so you won't be able to fight the Possessed, just in case, because you mentioned that the
bikes are going to charge.
The bikes also wanted to charge.
Yeah, it's a good reminder. I think you're right. I think I better go ahead and... We'll charge the bikes into the Cultists first.
Correct.
Right? Yep. So let's do a 3.
That should still make it almost, right?
Yeah,
am I within
right.
4?
Yep. So we'll just go like this. This bike will get to go 3 as well.
Perfect.
And then this bike will also get to go 3.
That is already 6 OC on there before the ICC even move.
The ICC are then going to charge into the Possessed.
All right.
Snake Eyes, we're going to go ahead and just re-roll that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
A waste of a CP.
All right, 8. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll position around here so that we get everybody in.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll go like that.
Perfect.
One of the challenges was in order to get all this OC on the point, Sasha had to get a little aggressive in terms of going on the lip of things, right? But that's such is the way of things.
Indeed it is. And I'm hoping that you might not be able to swing with all of them, just because I'm behind a wall, so you're not in base contact, so you can fight over other models.
Yeah, I think what will end up happening is I'll end up having, it looks like...
4?
Take a gander, but I think that that's everybody except this guy.
Yeah, I think he's definitely too far from the corner.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so 2, yep, perfect 5.
Yep. So Azrael plus 4, is that what we're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and move him 8 this way.
Perfect.
And then...
Any other charges?
Any other charges? Well, if I do that, you could heroic, and I don't feel super wild about that because I'm crazy, but I'm not quite that crazy.
You don't want to get like in a fist fight round 1.
In a fist fight.
Right.
I am going to go ahead and use a stratagem for +1 to wound and an additional AP. Would you like to use any stratagems?
You're hitting on 2s base or on 3s?
I'm hitting on 3s because you do not have a character.
Yeah, I will spend my CP then. Although you have rerolls, I prefer 4 rerollable than 3 rerollable.
I think that makes perfect sense. I have some choices here, but I think because you did that, I am going to try and hit you with the big swings.
Okay.
We don't have a feel no pain, correct?
No feel no pain.
All right, so we're going to start with Azrael. Azrael will be hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And he'll be re-rolling. These are going to be sustained.
Perfect.
We will re-roll the misses.
Yep.
We will get 1 extra. And then these are strength 6 with +1 to wound.
So they will be 3s. I'm 6.
Yes. These will be dev wounds, and then I have 3 saves for you on your 5-ups.
So all of this will be 5-ups. All right. Chaos gods are starting hard.
I'll kill a guy.
Kills a guy.
Here are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These will be sustained and lethal.
Perfect. And sustained is from Azrael, right? And lethal is filled into their profile.
That is correct.
All right. Hitting on 4s.
Not much love. I don't go...
And it's 4 attacks apiece, right? So
Correct.
16 attacks.
That's right.
Nice.
We're going to reroll these. Not great. Not great at all.
So you 1 save?
1 save, and then 3s.
Correct. Also strength 6 and then +1 to wound from lance.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 in total.
8 total saves. Yep. Looking for 5s here.
Good grief. It's pretty good.
Right, that will kill 1. That will kill another one and put 2 damage on another guy.
Yep.
I think I'm kind of a little bit out of option. We'll take this middle marine and this one right here, and then we're going to put the guy in the back down to 1. All right, and you can continue with your Outriders.
We will activate the Outriders and move this way so that we have 2 in base, 2 in with the ability to interact here.
Yep.
This will be 4 attacks and 4 attacks.
Outriders also got a glow up on their rules, didn't they? Recently, yeah.
These are some, and so it's not going to be hugely helpful here, especially when I'm not rolling super hot. 4 attacks. I am going to dice up 3 cultists.
All right, AP 1 or 2?
They're AP 1.
AP 1, so I believe I get 6s. No.
I think they have a 6-up
6-up save, maybe.
Yeah. So,
like if I roll a 6, I can look it up.
Yep.
1, 2. Actually, I'm going to remove them so that I make some space for the possessed, so the possessed can actually pile into the bikes and swing back at you.
That makes sense.
1, 2, and 3, and that way the cultists are also out of combat, and the bikes cannot go through walls, so you can't re-engage them.
That does make sense. So then, I believe it's going to be your activation.
All right. So we're going to take our pylon over here. This possessed needs to come around to be able to swing, and I think that's all we can get there. 5, and then these 2 possessed will take the position of the dead cultist so that they can swing back at the Outriders.
Yes, it'll be -1 to hit Azrael's squad.
Perfect. I'm going to activate
your devastating
I'm going
wounds?
to activate my devastating, and I'm going to spend 2 CP for in the nest of the spider. If I fight a character unit, my possessed get full rerolls to wound.
Very strong.
So here my what did I roll? I rolled +1 attack and +1 weapon skill.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Perfect.
So you'll be hitting on 3s here with -1.
This is into the bikes first.
That
We're
makes
going to
sense.
start with the Outriders.
Makes sense. So these are hitting on 2s.
10 attacks on 2s. First, my Dark Pact. I'm going to Dark Pact for sustained. Goes off. 2s and 6s. So 2 will come back.
Yep.
And then we're strength 5 into your T5.
That's right.
Perfect. So looking for 4, 6 is a death. Here we go. So I pass you 5 save and 1 death.
Here's 5 saves.
My AP 1.
Oof. Well, there's 2 damage apiece, so 1 guy is alive at 2. We'll just stay right out here.
3, 4, and 5. All right, and then we got 25 attacks. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Intro Azrael hitting on 2s, -1 to hit. So looking for 3s. 6s will be sustained. Oop, that was out. I see 4.
Yes, indeed.
All right, 4 come back. And then I'm strength 5 into your toughness.
4, so looking for 3s.
All right, and then full rerolls to wound. And
yes,
6s
indeed.
are devastating. So
good thing for those rerolls.
There we go. Rerolling. All right, so we got 3 that are devastating. 5, 10, 14 AP1 saves.
We're gonna start. We'll just do them all together here.
Sure.
These are 14
On 4s.
on 4s. About what I'd expect. So I'm gonna save 7. That is 1, 2, 3.5, and then we got
3 devastating.
3 are devastating. We're gonna pop our Watcher in the dark. So I said we've lost 1, 2, 3, and one guy is down to 1.
Perfect.
Here are the first 2 from the Watcher in the Dark.
Yep.
That guy dies, and then
Perfect.
here are 4 together.
He looks golden.
He is lovely. So I will lose a total of 4, which isn't really what I was looking for, but we did get the party started.
All right, then I will do my consolidate move here. Let's see if I can get more guys onto the objective. You currently have, I don't think so. I think you will still auto-see me. I had to make space, so I only have 1 cultist. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 cultist 5 to your 8 OC, right? Perfect. So that's still yours.
7 OC, but still mine.
Yep.
I killed 1 thing on an objective, unfortunately. So I'll take a 3 on Overwhelming Force and a 5 on Secure No Man's Land. Your Recover Assets is going to finish.
Perfect. So I would score 3 points on Recover Assets at the bottom of turn 1.
And that is the end of turn 1, moving into turn 2.
About to start. Kyle, how did that feel for you?
I'm not super sad because it wasn't exactly how I wanted the combat to go, but it was definitely how I wanted the primary to go. Because coming into this turn, you're picking up a
5 primary only.
Yep.
Yep, you did well. You kept me down. But the battle has started, and from here on, it's going to be a mosh pit in the center.
It is.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see what we got.
2 CP for you, 1 CP for me, and I don't think there's anything we have to do before I see these cards. So let's go straight into it. I got Secure No Man's Land and Behind Enemy Lines.
Well, again, one of those I think is a little better than the other.
Certainly. Behind is going to be pretty tough, right? An 18-inch puts me kind of behind your ballistas, so I would need to somehow charge your speeder or the other ballistas. I don't think that's going to be possible at all.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So what we got left? We got 2 guys over here. All right, thinking through this turn a little bit. I know that behind is basically impossible. So this is going to be a CP. So we got Secure No Man's Land.
Which fits well with your plan.
It does, right? I gotta match you on your primary, try to give you a 5, which is harder for me because I gotta contest all 3 objectives, which means I gotta get exposed to Land Raider Redeemer.
And you know what? I am all for that.
You are indeed. I'm sure that is the reason the tank is here. All right, let's see. We did a little pre-measuring. The first thing I'm going to do, because it's going to determine a lot how my turn will go, is going to advance Cypher.
Yep.
He's currently hiding in this ruin over here, and I want to try to run him behind this crater, and a 3 is enough. So he starts outside of line of sight from the Redeemer, and then he will end his move behind this crater outside line of sight again. That way he can't get overwatched, and now I'm within 12 of the Redeemer and the Terminators, taxing your CP economy a little bit.
Indeed.
All right, so that worked. Now any overwatch will cost you 2 CP, which is basically all of your CP.
It will not affect the teleport Homer.
That is true.
Would anyone watch
it doesn't go to 1 CP then, it's just a 0?
It's just 0.
Just a 0. All right, so let's see next. How are we going to do this? This is tough. Lots of things on the board. I would like to get at least 1 unit to charge in here.
I'll check that teleport Homer thing, but I believe that it would still be the case that, and the other thing is I can drop outside 12 of it, so then that would resolve the issue anyway.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, you would need to be within 3 of the token, right?
Token. And that's always the case.
Perfect.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to move the Stalker up here if you would like to do anything.
I would not.
All right. He wants to try to charge into this combat too. See if he can assist my Possessed before you get to swing at them. My Cultists don't have anything to do. I think they're just going to move up, get some more OC on the objective. Actually, before I move this one, I think I will move the Brigand first. The Brigand from the back of the base. It's 8 to his center, and then 4, we'll put the pack here.
Sure.
So we can have both out in the center. Is that a good idea? I'll come back to this for a second. Let me move the center first, and then we'll decide on the 2 Brigands. Because they're not going to advance, so those are a little bit safer. Okay, this objective over here. I don't really think there's a reasonable way I can steal this from you. Bringing my Rhino in will put me over here. That just means I get a couple shots. In the center. who are we going to start moving with? So I think the first unit we're going to move is going to be these Legionnaires.
That makes sense.
They're just going to move up 6 inches, and if you'd like to overwatch them, you certainly can, but they will take this objective away from you already.
No!
Would you like to overwatch?
Yes, but I can't.
All right.
I want to. I very much want. The Redeemer has just got his hand on the trigger, and he'd love to do it.
He is trigger happy.
Oh, he very much is.
All right, now what do we do about those Terminators? Are we going to get into a fight with them or not? They do not have a character. Neither unit of Terminators has a character attached, right?
That's right. They're expensive enough as it is.
Yeah.
Part of the reason Sasha's thinking about this is that I would have to spend 2 CP, but unfortunately the possessed are not particularly good at killing -1 damage 2-up saves, especially when they have Armor of Contempt.
Correct. Correct indeed. All right, so I do think we're going to start the fight. I think we committed, and at this point, this is going to be a slaughterfest. So possessed will be running out. I don't think there's a way I will be able to keep them fully out of line of sight from the Redeemer. About all if we are going to move everything else up. So if you'd like to, you will be able to overwatch them. I will move full 9 inches forward. I will show you my first guys, and then you can decide. And if you want to, you can already start rolling.
Well, the thing is, if you're going to charge me, I'm going to get another crack at it anyway. And so I think that we are going to let you move out. And then my feeling is that the Redeemer will still be there, and I'll get some choices.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9. One more. Where is he? Perfect. There we go. 10. I want to set it up so that the Chosen can also charge, and they don't want to get overwatched. So we're going to keep a little pocket, just in case. My Chosen, perfect. Can you give me an advance roll?
I sure can. Kyle? You're going to roll a 4.
Perfect. All right, great. So we're going to stay outside of this Redeemer's line of sight.
I'm trying to give myself as many choices as I possibly can for as long as I can.
Yep.
That is definitely a critical part of making this work.
This, here we go. 10, 10. And then just going to move the rest of the guys behind here. I think we can fit one guy in here. There we go. And then I think the rest just needs to be trailing behind.
That does make sense.
Bile would like to be in there. So Bile, I'm going to make a little space for Bile. Bile hits a bit harder than a regular Chosen. So Bile will be right here. Whoop. And then our little companion assistant right there. Perfect. All right. Nothing over here. Next up is going to be the Nemesis Claw unit. How do we do with them? I think I'm happy to just stay outside of 12 and then charge the Terminators. Maybe actually what we're going to do is I want to have one hole here. So he just needs to be outside of 12. Perfect. Then I'm just going to move the Nemesis Claw right here. So we have an easier charge into the Terminators.
Yep.
But still can't get overwatched, and then the rest of them will just be right out of 12.
That makes sense.
Boop. There we go. Can shoot one melter at you, but that's really it. Okay, that is it for my movement on this side on the board. I do have my backfield a little bit open right now. We do not love that, but also if your Terminators come in the backfield, you already used your Assault Doctrine. You would need to spend a CP in order to get another unit in an Assault Doctrine. Yeah, and at this point we are fully committed. So we're going to do what we said, center to center 7 and then 5 inches, so he can just be right before. Basically right there.
Be just outside 12,
yeah,
which is important.
And I think then we're going to move these cultists.
Yes, indeed.
Just going to give you an advance roll. There's nothing they have to do. A 4. See how much we can actually spread them out. 9 inches from here means the last one needs to be right there. And then we're just going to use our 2-inch token and make the conga line go as far as we can.
Is it your final movement after that, Sasha?
I have the rhino that I could bring in.
I gotcha.
And I think to do it, I don't necessarily think I need to spend a CP, because the only place the rhino can really come in is and will be over here.
Yep.
So I'm actually thinking to just put this rhino 9 inches away right there, because that's the only spot I could really rapid ingress it next turn 2. What I could do is I could put it a little bit further back just to prevent really those rapid ingress behind me. 9, you need to at least 1 base width, and you have 5 guys. So we could go here, and then if I disembark next turn, I move 9, and I can charge in, and that's really it. So yeah, we'll use this rhino a little bit more defensively, keep the screen up. You can put terminators here, which is fine. Actually, no, I want to keep the rhino there. We'll have the rhino. If you want to go my backfield, that's okay. Right there. If you do that, you can't overwatch.
Sounds good.
The last thing here's my, sorry, I actually had these cultists, I didn't see that. They're just going to stay on the objective.
That makes sense.
Touching the wall, get me more guys on there, and that's it. So you can do your rapid ingress.
I will drop. This guy is going to be outside 12 of Cypher, which is right there.
Yep.
And so...
Within 3 of the teleport.
Within 3.
Right? Perfect.
Again, I said with such confidence that they could... so outside 12, so what we're going to do is we're going to put... We just have to have 1 guy within 3 here. Mm-hmm. So we're going to put this guy right there within 3. And outside...
Yeah, you might need to be on the other side, probably like here behind this crater, right?
Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll go ahead and put these right here.
All right. Deathwing teleport attack incoming.
Deathwing teleport attack. And we are going to put... So I positioned so that I could put 1 guy here, so I will.
I'm just going to give you the 12 inches.
Oh, right. Okay, yes. And that was the other thing. And we're assuming that affects that. I don't know if it does or not, but for the sake of argument, let's do that.
Perfect.
All right. Ooh, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. All right, so Sasha, back over to you.
All right. Shooting phase?
Yes, indeed.
Perfect. Let's start our shooting phase. We're not going to have too much. Let's start with things that we can't really go around. We'll start with our 1 melter into those terminators. They have an icon, so here we'll pack Nemesis Claws. They pass, melter shot for sustained hits. Give me 1 save.
We're gonna pass it.
That's good. And then we have 1 plasma pistol not overcharged, and 3 pistols. Give me nothing. All right, that was the Nemesis Claw unit. Next up, we're going to have the Chosen. I don't really want to kill the bike because I want to charge it, but I want to soften it up a little bit. So we're just going to shoot 3 guys really at it. That's a Plasma 2 combi. Yep, Plasma 2 combi, and I don't think anything else can shoot. So here is my Dark Pack for sustained.
Ooh.
That passes. 2 combi.
You don't get anything, but it's cool.
And looking for 5s. 2 saves, no AP.
We love them.
And then 1 Plasma hits. Give me nothing. All right. Then we got the unit of Legionnaires on the objective. They will also shoot the attack bike. They still have their icon. So here's my Dark Pack for lethal. That goes off. They will shoot 8 shots with the Reaper cannon, 2 lethals, 4 hits, wounding on 4. Give me 3 saves, no AP.
We're gonna take 2 and be down to 4.
Then we got a plasma pistol not overcharged. Give me 1 more save at AP2.
We're gonna fail that.
And a bolt pistol, which is a lethal, so 1 more save.
We're gonna pass that one.
Perfect. Next up, we're going to have our Knights. I think I really just want to finish off this bike.
Yep, makes sense.
And then I do believe, can you check here if you have 12 inches there? It's kind of on the line, so I will let it up to you if you want to say yes or no.
No, you're outside there.
Cool. Actually, yeah, I don't cannot. I could move slightly over, if that's okay with that.
It would not make a difference here, I don't think.
Still out?
Still out.
Perfect.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll shoot our... I am in melter range. No. Am I in melter range there? Yeah, I'm in melter range to those guys. And he cannot really see around this corner, so he can only see him. And you can see back there. So let's start with I would like to get the +1 to wound here, so let's see if I can kill him first. We'll shoot the Melter. How impactful is he? He's not super impactful. So we'll definitely shoot the Reaper Cannon here, the Havoc Launcher here, and then I think the Melter is just going to shoot some Knights. If I'm within 12 right now, I'm happy to get a Knight out of the way. So I'm going to actually, but they have invulnerable saves. Let's shoot him.
Okay.
We'll shoot him. All right. Let's just start with the 12 shots. 12. Here we go. This is the Reaper Cannon into the bike. 2s to hit, luckily, because that's a lot of 2s. And then strength 6. So 3s to wound. There we go. That is 5 at AP 1. If you're my closest eligible target, you're 2. But I do think the attack bike is closer, right? So yeah, 5 at AP 1.
He's toast.
All right. And then we got the multi-melter, or the melter demon spear. One hit.
Looking for a 3.
Looking for a 3. 1 save. AP 4.
We love it.
All right. And then the Havoc is lost. So he will shoot his melter spear, the demon spear breath over here, and the Havoc pod. I think at the speeder.
Sure.
Here we go with melter shots. 1 hit. He gets +1 to wound, so wounding on 2s. 1 save. That is very good.
All right.
1 shot into the speeder, and I do not hit. All right. That I think ends pretty much.
That Ballistas was not into taking damage. He was just not having it.
We got the Rhino over there. The Rhino has, what do we have inside? We have Legionnaires and Chosen. So really just 2 plasma pistols. I will take my shots. I will Dark Pact for Sustained.
Yep. Oh, those Rhinos, man.
Just take 1. Down to 9 on the Rhino. And then we're going to shoot 2 plasma pistols out of it. And I will overcharge them if we roll hazardous, c'est la vie, and everything else at the Tervis. So 2 plasma, actually wait, doesn't even matter. 2 plasma pistols not overcharged. Yep. We get 1 extra for Sustained. Winning on 3s, give me 3 saves at AP2.
Yep. Take
1 more. Then we got a combi. Nothing, and then we got our Havoc for 5, 1 for Blast 6, 2, looking for 4s here, 1 more, no AP.
We're good.
Perfect. All right, that's all our shooting. So I think we're down to charges. Let's start over here. I need to get this Brigand out of the way. So the Brigand is going to charge first onto the objective also. Brigand has an 8. So I just need to let go 3 inches, and then I should have 5. Relatively go all the way around and be right here.
Yep.
Then we charge the Stalker, and oops, that is not in the box.
On a 3?
On a 3. That might be enough. Actually, more problem of if I can put my base there, I think.
Yeah, I think that runs into an issue.
Back here, let me just double check. What I can do is actually, I'm just going to use the Brigand to place him right there. But I don't think that would be within an inch. Nope.
No.
Do I want to reroll here? He was just touching this guy. I do think I want that reroll on the other side. I think the Possessed got this. And if not, at least they're not going to die, not this turn. So yeah, I think we're going to keep our only CP. Because he's also only 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, I might not even kill anyone. Yeah. So not necessarily going in there. So let's go on the other side. Let's start with these Legionnaires into the attack bike. Oh, actually, sorry. So before I do that, here's the Overwatch. 1 second, sorry. How do we do? Can we tag this Land Raider? I would need to charge the Possessed first in order to be able to tag the Land Raider. And I think in order to get all the way in there, I need to get 1 guy there within an inch. So that's an 8 on dice. I do think you will get Overwatch. I don't think I can tag the Land Raider, so might as well start with the Legionnaires. So yeah, Legionnaires will charge.
I will let you go ahead. I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Okay. Here's my Legionnaires. Well, not like that.
Okay.
Then let's go Possessed. Possessed are just going to charge the Terminators.
Sounds like a plan.
If you would like to Overwatch there.
I think I'm not.
All right.
I think I'm gonna sit.
Perfect. Here we go. A 4. Oh my God, my charges. I might not even make it.
Yeah, I think you probably needed a 6 there, or a 5.
I am just outside of 5. Okay, this is getting bad.
That is a problem.
How much do the Chosen need? I would rather have the Chosen in there than the Possessed. Is that actually an honest statement? No, the Possessed. I'd rather have the Possessed in there than the Chosen. And the Chosen just need a 5 to get this guy here. So I will reroll here.
That makes sense.
All right, Possessed, come on, don't let me down. That is a 6.
6 is greater than the number you rolled previously.
That's true. So let's come around and we'll be moving up Possessed 6 inches. So what I need to do is I just got to make sure I can keep myself a little pocket there, which I should be able to do because the Possessed bases are larger than the Chosen bases. That way I can have that pocket to bring my Chosen in. Up, 6. And he was here, yeah, and then the rest is just following in a straight line. Up, 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 up. And what we're going to try to do with our consolidating pile, get a bunch of guys on there. Next up will be the Rhino. The Rhino is just also going to try its 9-inch charge into that corner there. I might need to multi-charge the Land Raider. If I roll it, I will check it now. All right, Chosen. We'll do the Chosen next into the Terminators. That is only a 4.
Good grief.
Oh my God, I needed a 5.
Dude, this game has been cruel. This turn has been cruel to you, Sasha.
God. Chaos God, what have you done? All right, and I'm going to charge the Nemesis clause in there just to prevent you from using Armor of Contempt, or you could still use it, but that's at least 2 CP.
So can I see the Nemesis, or are they outside 12?
They're still outside of 12.
Okay, then I am going to sit.
7. Right?
They do succeed.
We just put the one guy that holds the little flames here behind the crater.
Yep, that makes sense.
You can come up here. I want to have enough space so I can fit a Possessed in there, and then the rest was here, which was outside of 12. And then what we're going to do, because I failed my charge there, they will actually just come this direction to fight the attack back.
I might heroically intervene here.
Sure. There should be out of 6 right there.
Okay. The problem is you'll be 6 right here, no matter what.
Perfect. Is it? No, you're probably right, actually. Can you stay out 6? Right there. I think you might be just right within, if you would like to try that.
I believe I will.
Okay.
I'll go to 1.
Yep.
As a 9. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, you needed a good charge to get across there.
Needed to get a good charge across there.
Take this wound marker and pull it
This is why I held on to my CP, is that I did want to try and
get more bodies in the combat.
Get more bodies on the point. Get more bodies in combat. Get more bodies on the point. Try and get ahead on primary a little early.
Yep. Indeed you are. Okay. I think that's all the charges.
Yes, indeed. I'm down to 1 CP. You are out because this game has been cruel, Sasha. It's been cruel.
Okay. I think that's it. Let's go fighting. We'll start over here. I got the 4 attacks from him, really. That's all we got. Right, that's the only charge. Nothing else. Bum, bum, bum. Not forgetting anything. I do not. Here we go.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep, -1. And then 3. Yep, 1 save, no AP. For 1 damage.
We are good.
All right. And then over there. Let's do
Yes,
the Possessed.
indeed.
So we'll put the Possessed.
While Sasha's piling in, I'll talk to you a little bit about the Possessed profile. Part of the reason that I was so interested in trying to get Armor of Contempt and he was so interested in blocking it is that these guys have a lot of attacks. Do they have a lot of AP, Sasha?
No, they only have AP 1.
They only have AP 1. So if you can, get a little, if you can do something that mitigates their AP, Armor of Contempt or something like that, a lot of times you can just take your natural armor save against them. They're not super amazing at killing Terminators, but Sasha's a brave man and he knows no fear.
No fear.
Because he was once a Space Marine.
Once a Space Marine.
He was once a Black
Marine.
Templar, a loyal Black Templar. What happened, Sasha? Why'd you go down this dark road?
It's honestly the same road. We're just fighting for the same god, different colors.
Dude, that is some depraved stuff. Even as a Dark Angel.
All right, are you ready, Heretic?
I am. Those are some fighting words. Let's do this.
Fighting words. So we're going to pop all devastating wounds here. Those possessed will start dying. 2 2 guys are out of combat, so I get 8 swings. I have 5 here in my hand, so I owe you 3 more after this.
That sounds good.
I'm going to Dark Pact for, what's your toughness?
My toughness 5. I think you want
I will go for now sustained because I have Def active right now.
That makes sense.
I pass. So going 2s, no defensive strats now.
That's right.
Perfect. So 2s once come out.
He's getting an extra weapon skill because of his bile rolls. He is genetically engineered to be bananas. All right, and we're wounding on 4s here because we're strength 5.
And 6 is a death.
I could lose some guys here. Not as much on that roll, but still a good number of saves. And we have not done the full squad yet.
Wow.
That was
quite abysmal. Here we go with 3 devastating and then 5 saves.
I am going to pop my Watcher in the Dark.
Sure.
Here are 5 saves on 3s. I'll take 1, and then here's 3 from the Watcher in the Dark.
Sure.
I am going to take...
Just lose a guy and that's it.
Yep. So that, and it won't matter really in what order I do this.
Yep, not a sequence. Made a bit out of sequence, but here's 3 more. 2s, only 2 come back. And then same thing here, 4s.
Yes, indeed. Well, quite a few mortals.
No.
And then just the 1. This has not been Sasha's best rolling yet. I will pass the save.
And then 3 4-ups.
3 4-ups on the Watcher in the Dark.
All right.
I am going to take 1. It's not really what he was looking for there.
It was abysmal.
It was abysmal. That would be a good description. But he will get to, unless I crack back super hard, he's going to be taking that objective from me.
Not taking it, at least contesting it.
Contesting it, right.
Okay, that was that unit. Next up, we have the Nemesis Claw unit.
Yes, you do.
Where's the end of it? Here's the end of it. It's just going to swing around, be right there. And then the guy that prevents usage of stratagems wants to stay. Do we want him to be in both units?
I think you don't. Oh yeah.
I think I'm overestimating
their survivability a little bit.
All right, let's go down there. So they will be swinging everything at the new unit that is in there.
Yep, that makes sense.
We'll start with just a regular chainsword. Here's my Dark Pact also for lethal.
You get to leave that too. You have +1 weapon skill.
No, because I'm hitting the full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I have +1 weapon skill. Yes, you're right. I'm hitting on 2, so 3 hits.
Yep.
Looking for 5s here. 1 save, AP 1.
We're gonna love it.
Perfect. Next is the Power Fist. 1 lethal. That's it. AP 2.
We're okay.
All right. Then we got, I think, the heavy weapon coming next. This is strength 8. AP 2 for 1. 3 more.
It's pretty good. We're going to take 2.
All right, then we have a combat weapon.
So we're going to go down to 2 wounds because these guys are always going to subtract damage.
Nothing. And then we just have 1 more, the claws. 1 which auto wounds. AP 2.
We are going to take it and be down to 1.
Kill a guy.
Yeah, that is rough.
All right.
I'm going to get the next activation. I'm going to go ahead and use Azrael to fight the Possessed because I get the feeling you're going to put the hurt on me.
Yep, I hope so.
Here are 6 attacks with Azrael. We are going to get to reroll.
Okay.
We are hitting on 2s here.
Yep.
And then we are going to be wounding on 4s.
Yep.
This
1
will
save, 1 def. 2 dice.
2 devs. So 1 guy dies, and then one guy is going to take 2. Here are the attacks from the other 2 remaining ICC. We do get to reroll because you are our oath target. We are going to get 1 sustained and 1 lethal.
And he actually died. I had a wound.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
How many?
We're about to find out. It looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -2 for 2 each. So I'll get rid of a guy and a half. Those little puppies are tough.
Yep. 1 more, and then we'll put. I think now it's time to put this guy down to 1. Okay.
The Possessed are going to get to fight me back. It looks like there's still 3 of them left.
Should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, that got mixed in with the cultists.
5, 10, 15, and 20.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit, so just hitting on 3s here.
That's right.
Sorry, and I will roll my Dark Pact quickly separately. Would have been sustained. Passes.
That makes sense. Picking 1 extra up.
And looking for 3s.
That's right.
All right, give me 1181.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on these guys first. They have a 4-up. It's a little worse than what Azrael would have. We are going to be able to do one more.
Yep.
And then that guy's dead.
Ooh,
I then owe you
6 more.
6 more. Come on, Azrael. These are 3-ups. That's good enough. I'm down to 2. Azrael, hang in there, buddy. I want one more turn of CP.
Right. I was hoping I would get him here. Let's split him around.
Yeah, Azrael's kind of cornered there, so there's not a lot I can do.
That's it.
If I want to save him, I'm going to need to take some pretty swift action. Well, I got some bad news, which is I'm going to swing back with those Deathwing Knights.
Go for it.
I'm going to activate the unit in the middle first.
Sure.
Here's the fellows with the maces.
Actually, if it's okay, I think I could have done just 1 second with the piling here. I want to see if I could keep 4 guys on and it wouldn't have changed anything. Just have this one guy.
This is the unit that's going into the middle.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see, yeah. So this way it didn't change anything. I just have 4 guys on there.
That is A-okay.
Thanks.
Here is the Deathwing Knights swinging at the Nemesis Claw.
No.
Not stealth doesn't help you here.
Nope. And you have maces?
I do.
Yep. So
Wounding you on 3s, rerolling 1s because I've got that combi lieutenant there.
5, 10.
I am going to hand you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at -2.
11 and -2.
For 2
And you still have the Mace of Absolution to swing, right?
I do.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
History is written.
There will be no absolution today, my friend.
Nope.
Now, unfortunately, it does mean I'm not going to be able... I can't take this from you because Legionnaires are OC 2. So that they still accomplish their goal, which is that they are going to contest that objective. So you're going to end up... Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. But let's go ahead and move over to the maces over there.
Yep.
We are going to start with the lead Deathwing Knight.
Sure.
He is going to hit with all of them because he hits
right.
on 2s, and then he's going to wound on 4s because your toughness 6.
And 6 is a diff.
That's right. I'm going to hand you 3 saves.
Here we go. Kills a guy.
That sounds right. Here are the other... You already killed one of the Deathwing Knights.
I did.
Here are the other...
Dragging them down.
Dragging them down. They don't like to be dragged down. They don't.
No, indeed they do not.
These are 4s.
Yep.
Not great, just 2.
All right. And these are not death, right?
Correct.
So that's good saves.
Yep, you're good.
All right. Well, then eye for an eye over there at least.
I think that's correct.
And that should be the end of my battle round, right?
It is.
Sweet. So I'm going to be scoring 5 on
2.
secure. I have 1, 2.
That's contested, isn't
That's
it?
why I want to check if I can get 4 guys on there.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
Yep, that makes sense.
And behind enemy lines is going to be CP.
That makes sense. Well, Sasha, I don't think it was the way you wanted that turn to go. Let's be blunt. It was not what we were hoping for, but you know what? There's still an opportunity to push things back.
Yep.
Should we keep going? Let's find out.
We're doing bottom of turn 2.
We are. I'm going to go up to 3 CP because Azrael hasn't dropped dead yet.
Yep. And I'm just going to check our scores in the meantime.
I am going to owe you some battle shock once I draw my cards. Do I need to do anything before that? I don't have scouts, so I don't need to.
No, I think you can just go.
We're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to draw Establish Locus, not really a card I was looking for, and Cleanse, which is fine. I don't really want to be doing actions this turn because I really want to be pushing.
Yep.
I'm at 3 CP. I don't want to... I can do Locus fairly easily. I guess I can do Cleanse fairly easily. There's not a compelling reason I couldn't do these. Locus is just such a pain for a small number of points that I think I will get rid of it. I'll go to 2.
All right.
I'll draw Extend Battle Lines, which some would call the best card in the deck, with the exception of maybe Containment.
Correct.
Well, you tied me up, which means, of course, I'm going to move into Tactical Doctrine.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. What a shocking turn of events.
Yep.
Now, what I need to do in my turn, Sasha, is
How many primary do we get you?
I get a big 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you succeeded in your goal, which was knocking me down. There may be a cost to that, but that's what you got to do when you get the party started, right?
All right. Here's your turn.
Let's see. I need to whittle some things down. I think what I need to do is I'm going to move into Tactical Doctrine, and I am going to Oath. He says the Let's oath.
What are we thinking? We're probably between chosen and possessed, right?
That is really the choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really doesn't affect the Land Raider Redeemer because the Land Raider, I'm not getting +1 to wounds, so it doesn't have a big effect on things.
Correct.
So it's mostly what you're going to probably -1 to hit whatever I charge into. I think I can probably clear most of the chosen with the Redeemer, and I think that means I'm putting it, or not the chosen, I'm possessed. I'm going to oath your chosen because I think that's a smarter play.
All right.
I feel brave. I feel brave, and I want to go fight. So I owe you some battle shock.
Absolutely.
On Mr. Azrael.
Yep.
Oh, cowardice!
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, I am amazing at failing battle shock. If you're like, hey Kyle, I need you to fail battle shock, I'm on it.
All right.
I got you. All right. So what we're gonna do. Because there's no real way to interact with this, is we are going to move the Land Raider back.
Perfect.
For fall back and shoot.
Make space for the Terminators.
To also move back.
Yep.
Because they're mad, but they want to just charge back in. These Terminators, I expect to probably kill the Legionnaires in shooting. So I want to make it so that I can charge over and get to the Chosen.
Yep.
I have to stay out of 1 inch, obviously. So we'll go like that, and the Chosen will go. Maybe you could back up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I owe you battle shock on him too. On the fellow in the middle.
Yep.
The bike.
ATV.
Yeah, the ATV. He is so much braver than Azrael. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Well, I need to try and do some damage here as well. Fortunately, I do have the ability to do that. Sasha, do you have anything left in reserves that I need to be worried about?
Fully committed. That
Fully
Rhino
committed.
On the other side has 5 more chosen with a Chaos Lord. They hit pretty hard. And then 5 more Legionnaires. A little bit more of a scoring piece.
All right. So we're going to put... we are going to fly. I don't really have much of an incentive to get real close to you here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Poking out.
Yeah, these guys are just going to poke so they can shoot both ways, right?
Yep.
He doesn't have the kind of weapons where it's going to matter that much if you get cover, fundamentally.
Correct. And the big reason we knew that Oath is going to be on one of those melee units is that your Ballistic Dreadnoughts get rerolls to hit, as long as I'm not below half strength. So my Knights look like they're going to get some shots.
Yeah, and also, to be honest, in this case, they're maybe not the most tantalizing target, right? Because you've committed so hard to the middle. When your opponent commits, sometimes you just say, you know what, I think I need to probably make a run at this. So I think what we'll do is we will move this ATV back. We are then going to move this unit of Intercessors up to here.
Would you like an advanced roll? Keep it open to charge.
I am going to stay 1.1 off the wall.
Perfect.
Yep. That way, if you want to charge me, there's going to be some challenges. And I suppose, you know what, a smarter play is this. I will actually go ahead and put them right here, and we'll just leave the ATV where it is. Because these guys are on that terrain feature, I will be able to shoot them.
Yep.
And so we'll just go like that.
Perfect.
And I think, man, I would love to rock and roll with this guy. To be honest, it's not super easy for you to kill me here. So I think I will move forward. I can always charge in, right? Maybe tank shock if I need to.
Yep.
I want to fall back Azrael, but Azrael's made some bad life choices, and there's just nothing I can do about that. He's really hit sort of a bad spot. So I think it's time to rock and roll.
Okay,
yeah?
okay, go for it. That Ballistic, you hadn't moved him. I don't know if you wanted to move him.
I think he's in a good spot.
Perfect.
He's in a good place. So I think we'll start with the easy stuff, which is... the Land Raider is going to be able to shoot those possessed no matter what, so we're going to start with the Intercessors into the possessed.
Okay, okay.
4.
And I get extra 2 shots if all of them shoot at the same target,
That's right, and we don't like those possessed.
Yep.
They made us mad. Okay, so then we are going to do... oh, I did that wrong yesterday. I split incorrectly into Vol. That was bad. Sorry, Quinn. So sorry. All right, I have Extend and Cleanse. I think that probably we'll end up cleansing here, and we'll end up cleansing there, but we'll figure that out when we get to it.
Perfect.
Oh, that does mean I need to do this slightly. No, I don't have.
Nope,
I haven't
think you
shot the
have
Land
to-
Raider yet, but the Land Raider should still. I will make it so that it is still able to see this way with its small guns, because we will need to clear those in the at least one of those in the shooting phase in order to
start the cleanse.
in order to start the cleanse. Oh, I have 7 there. 5, 6, 7.
Yes, that actually changes your primary.
That changes the
also.
primary a little bit. That's a mistake on my end. I passed the battle shock on the bike too.
Yep.
Okay.
So make sure you get another 5 points.
Thank you, Sasha. All right, here are our intercessor shots into the Chosen.
Yeah.
And not to I keep calling them the Chosen, but that's not
That's the
correct. They're the
possessed.
possessed.
Yeah.
You'll need to unlock your iPad first.
I can't keep track of all your weird demonic stuff.
Right.
Sasha. I am going to hand you a big 3 at -1 with cover. Those are going to turn into 3-ups.
Okay. They're all good.
You do not care about that. Here's a grenade launcher. Here's a hit. That is a wound at -2.
One more save. Damage.
I will do 1.
All right.
Some
We'll
of you
keep
might
that
ask,
here.
Kyle, why did you do that first? The reason is because if I'm going to shoot flamers at them, the flamers are 2 damage each. I want to have dinged off 1 wound beforehand.
Yep.
Right.
Makes sense.
I am going to go ahead and speaking of which,
Is it the time?
it's the hour has arrived. We're going to start with the flamers into the Chosen. Here's a number of shots. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Change your primary.
Thank you. 3 and 3. You are toughness 6.
Yep.
I will be wounding on 4s.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -2 for 2 each. No cover.
All right. Just looking for that demonic 5-up. That will kill 1, 2.
Yep.
And have one
Actually, you'll
wounded,
kill.
So the wound stays.
Yep,
It
exactly.
just goes down to 1 instead.
Here is the assault cannon into them. Because one guy's down to 1. All right. Here's the assault cannon. 3 hits. We'll be looking for 4s re-rolling.
That's 2 dev.
2 dev and 1 save.
Save is good. That will kill him and put the next guy on 2.
Here is a multi-melta. 2 shots.
Yep.
1 hit
All right.
and 1 5-up for you.
Nope. That's not
Oh,
that
we will
guy.
burn that guy up. We'll get toasty with him. And then here are 4 shots from our bolter.
Yep. That's the Storm Bolter.
That's just a storm bolter.
Gotcha.
And looking for 5s. Finding nothing.
All right.
I think we will continue. We will shoot the ballistas at that squad. You
Okay.
are still not below half,
That is
which is
correct.
the important delineator. Here are 2 you've taken no wounds, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
That is you. The 3.
That is me. 1 guy's there. So here are 2 las cannons. Re-rolling.
And that's the ballistas ability.
It is.
Nice. 2 hits.
2s to wound because they're las cannons.
Yep.
We're going to roll 2. Let's
Fail
see
both.
if I disintegrate you. 1
do.
disintegration. 2 disintegrations. I'll pick up 2 of them.
If we fight, I want to fight over there.
Yep. Here are. It would succeed in keeping me from cleansing.
Yeah, exactly. That's but you will charge, so.
It'll stop a cleanse because it has to happen in a shooting
Gotcha.
phase.
Yep.
Here are missiles. Re-rolling because you're still above half. That ability is outrageous. 1 at -2.
I know.
I'm going to do 1. You know what? I'm actually going to CP that because I like the 2 points on cleanse.
Sure.
I'm going to do 5.
Kills a guy.
We will then shoot 4 bolter shots at you. Still somehow I'm getting rerolls. And then 5s reroll
Twin linked, right?
to twin linked. Just 2, no AP.
more?
And take 1 wound. That will allow me to cleanse because the possessed are good, but they're just 1 OC.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do, so we've shot our 3 units over here, picked up a lot of what we wanted to. We are going to shoot this Thunderstrike, is going to shoot at this
The Brigand?
this Brigand.
Yep.
Here is 1 shot with our las cannon.
Perfect.
It does not hit on a 2. It hits on a 2, but it doesn't because you're in combat. Here are 2 shots with our strength 9 gun.
Okay.
Miss with both of those. Here is the rocket launcher. The 3 shots with that. We will finally hit, which is good. So we'll get +1 to wound. But
All right.
we're looking for 5s re-rolling.
And twin linked.
Nothing.
All right.
Okay. Well, that guy wants to come out of the list real bad. Okay, fair enough. This guy only has one target, which is him, so we're just going to launch into there.
Yep. Last cannons.
Last cannons. Sorry, I'm always doing last cannons
Okay.
first. 2 hits.
Yep.
These will be 2s to wound.
For the +1.
Just 1.
All right. 5 up. Pass.
Here's missiles. Re-rolling for being a ballistus.
Yep.
Wounding on a 2.
3s, right? Yeah, 3s on this one. Nice.
1 minus 2. Okay.
All right.
Here's 2 bolters. Try again. 1 hit. No wound, but try again. No wound.
Yeah,
one
it's,
wound. Jim.
1 wound actually.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, safe.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and have this ballistus shoot here.
Okay.
Here's 2 shots with the las cannons.
Sure.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
1 goes through.
Man, those are some good saves. We'll reroll that. I'll take a 3.
All right, down to 9.
Here's 2 missiles. Rerolling. 1 hit. 1 wound. Minus 2.
And that fails.
This time we'll do 3.
All right, down to 6.
Here's 4 bolters. Rerolling, yes, because you're above half.
And I started out off half, correct?
Right, yep, right.
And then 5s.
5s, rerolling
1.
1.
1 more safe.
Nope. Well, that part I didn't love so much. Let's go ahead and do some charges.
Okay.
Let's start, I'm down to 1. Let's start with an easy one. These Deathwing Knights are going to charge those chosen.
Yep, indeed they are.
I'll get a 12.
They're running circles.
We really don't like those guys.
Beautiful.
12.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna just go probably like that.
Perfect.
I was very optimistic that I was going to charge the chosen, but we might have a change of plans here.
Let's go for the Legionnaires and take the safe kill.
I think that's probably the play.
Yeah.
I think removing resources from your board, much as I would love to brawl with the chosen, I think that there's a world in which I don't kill them, right? And
But they're 3 wounds apiece also.
they're 3 wounds apiece, which is annoying. Yeah, I think it's probably just time to party and play safe. If you want a heroic, right?
I could do that.
You could do that. I don't think I mind if you do.
Okay.
Do you have any weapon that is a Bile's 3 damage?
3 damage, but only AP1.
And is anybody else more than 1?
No,
more than
everything
1 or
else
2?
is just, it's lots of attacks with AP2.
Okay. I'm just going to charge just the Legionnaires.
Sure.
I think if you want to spend CP on it, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's a good question. I will think about this while you move. Because the problem is I think I will not get too many guys in contact even, right?
Right, and I can do it
See.
very conservatively. I've now blocked myself. Oh,
Yep.
I can actually, the closest I can get is here.
Perfect. Yep.
If I'd rolled some huge charge, then maybe, right?
You could get around. I do think it is still worth. I'm not going to spend any CP really here. Those 2 possessed are going to be dead no matter what. I'm not spending any CP there. I hope I can kill Azrael before he gets to swing at me. So I do think I want to get the chosen in there, mostly because they can fall back, shoot and charge.
That does make sense.
And that's it. So let's go. Chosen get a 10. All right, great. That gives me a lot of flexibility of where I want to position some of these models. I'm going to come here to the middle. And let's see. All right, 10.
If it's your first night at basing club, you must base.
So I'm pretty sure I got a base with pretty much every single model till we run out of. How many wounds is the attack bike left?
It is at 3.
3. All right. So I would like to get maybe the lightning claw there. I'm just going to take this guy. He would not move till it's his turn to move, but then he would be closest. And now we're just going to make sure that I fully block myself out of basing. So we'll start. This guy can come all the way around. This guy would be able to go here. The damage 3, I think it's just going to be here. 10 might have been a bit too good almost. Let's see, yeah, I don't think I can really avoid basing everyone. So all of your Deathwing Knights could swing at me if you'd like so. he will need to base you over here, coming around. Yeah, I don't think there's really any trickeries. So what I was thinking maybe to just be able to get in touch with 3 Deathwing Knights so that not all 5 could swing at me. But by rolling a 10, I think I have the benefit of maybe being able to get 1 guy in here to try to take that out. But it also means that all Deathwing Knights will be able to swing at me. So he doesn't make it across, so he needs to be on this side. And then he does, with 10, easily come behind. And they will follow up here. 10, he will come around here. And then the little fella will just be behind. Doesn't really matter. I mean, he's still 1 OC, but I do hope I can out OC you here. Make sure Bile is on. And this guy probably could be positioned so that he can be on right there. Perfect. That's it.
We're going to charge here.
Yep. That's the
On
ballistas.
A6.
Charging my brigand.
Yes. Sorry, I should have clarified.
No, you're good.
And then any...
Would you like to tank shock?
I mean, I'd love to, but next turn I probably will have some things I need to do. So I think we probably will decline to do that.
Okay.
We will charge... I think that's it. Excuse me. And so I get the first activation. You don't have enough to cut in, so I can kind of start where I want to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start up there with the Deathwing Knights, just so I know the resolution to that.
Sure.
Here are 5 attacks with the unforgiving mace.
Yep,
2 extra.
2 extra.
And then 4.
He wants to claim all the glory to himself.
He does.
Maybe not as much.
He's going to hand you
2 in a save.
2. Yep.
All right, 5 here.
Oh, he does claim the glory.
Yep. All right.
And we are going to take these and we're going to move them straight towards the Rhino. We won't be able to engage it, but we'll be able to make it so that if you want to party, you definitely can. We got 1 guy who's on 3.
Yep, that was my possessed. Thank you.
I was thinking I wouldn't be able to fight the Chosen this turn, and now that I think I can...
This guy died. Did you ever have any damage into the Chosen? There was a die here, so I'm not sure what it is.
No, they bounced all that stuff.
Cool.
I think I probably just put everything into the Chosen because I've been given the opportunity to do so I might as well.
Yep. Give me a second, sorry. You hit on 2 space, right?
I do, and I reroll everything.
Yeah, and 3 reroll is everything. Might just cut 1 or 2, so I'm not.
Okay, that makes sense.
Go for it.
Here is the Mace of the Unforgiven.
Yep.
We will reroll these.
True.
And then we will wound on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Yep.
I'm going to hand you 4 at -2.
4 saves. Kills a guy and puts 1 down to 1. I'm just going to ignore that one already, so just kills a guy.
Yep.
Let's take this one here. And I can ignore 1 because of Bile. Bile Surgeon has an ability as long as he's alive. I can just pass a failed save a turn.
We were rerolling for Oath. Now we're wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
So that's 19 hits right here. Actually, it's 15 hits. Yeah, 15. And 3s rerolling 1s.
We're going to hand you 11.
All right, 5, 10, 11.
11 5-ups.
Going for 5s.
That's pretty good.
Kills 1, kills 2.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay. Made up for my abysmal charge rolls here. This was probably more lucky than failing those charge rolls. 1, he needs to be there so he can be here to fight this. And I don't want to put myself out of coherency. So I think I need to just pull somebody from the other side. Will be this guy. Right there. All right, perfect.
Makes sense. That does mean...
Your ballistas?
Oh, yeah!
Give me your little feet attacks.
Pew, pew! 4 kickings.
Yep.
1 kicking.
1 kicking, putting the pain. No, I'm good. Okay. All right, I'm going to swing back with the possessed. If that was all your charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 guys left in Trazrael.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. 4 possessed in Trazrael, hitting on 2s, nothing I can do. You don't get -1 anymore, right?
I do not.
All right. I hope we put an end to the chapter master.
Yeah, it would be a good play.
Dark Angels.
That's a lot. I'm going to roll you 6 to start with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he looks.
He's almost not dead.
Oh, we got him for good measure. All right, I will not pile into the Dreadnought. And I'm just going to give you my attacks here quickly. Ha, take that, and feel nothing.
I won't.
Perfect. And then I think we're over to the Chosen.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so I'm just going to have this one guy here within an inch so that he can swing there and everyone else will swing at the Terminators.
Sure.
Let's do the one, here's my Dark Pact for Sustained. I wound you on 3s, I pass. So 5 attacks, intro the ATV. I hit on 2s luckily and I get 1 back for Sustained. And then Strength 5 base, Bile makes me 6, so 3s rerolling. 5 saves of AP2.
Oof. Yep, well, you will get that ATV.
All right. That should mean I have 1 more Lightning Claw here into the Terminators. This is nobody wounded. Yeah, it's fine. 3 extra. And then same here. Here is Strength 6, so 3s rerolling.
Oof.
That is another 7. AP2.
I will take 5. I'll lose a guy and a half. Or not a guy and a half. Guy and 1 guy's down to 3. Okay, so we'll remove this guy. We'll go to 3.
I just got to be careful that I don't mix with the Legionnaires. So we have 1, 2, 3 regular guys.
Yep.
Anyone wounded right now?
1 guy's at 3.
1 guy's at 3. All right, so we'll do the regular guys first. 1.
It doesn't matter.
2.
It's all the same damage.
It's damage 3 on Bile.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
the only
Okay.
one that I was thinking to do if once you're at full wounds. No sustained, and these 1 on 3s, but I don't get rerolls here. That is another 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AP?
2. All of this is 2. Okay.
Miserable. Lose a guy and 1 guy is down to 2.
Okay. Then we have 8 attacks on the Power Fist.
Good grief. All right.
1, 2, 3. Yep. So I swung 3 regular, 1 Lightning Claw, 1 Lightning Claw here, and then we have the 2 fists and Bile. So you are 2 wounds actually now, right? So let's do Bile first.
Sure.
So Bile will be 2, 4, 6, 7 attacks. And I actually got to roll 3 more dice. I had less attacks on the other guys. So let me keep this here. I forgot that I have +1 attack on the 3 regular guys. 3 more hits, 2 more saves. It's just 1 more. I wouldn't change it, but anyway. And then Bile is, I gotta look it up, but I believe he's 7. So he will be wounding on 3s.
Yep.
With
So
his
3.
+1. Yep.
Only AP 1. Good grief. All right, I'll take a guy and the young guy's down to 2.
Perfect. And then we have the Power Fist.
Sure.
2 Power Fists, 1 comes back.
Yep. 3's to
And
wound.
3 wound. 5 more.
1,
AP2.
2, 3, 4, 5. Take 2 there.
All right, kills 1 more.
Oh man. Okay. That was not how I wanted that to go.
All right, and then we still have the Legionnaires here in combat. Actually, these guys, I don't want to kill them now. That would be, actually, yeah, I can probably just pile in so that everyone is out of line of sight from the Redeemer. Going in there, pop, pop, behind the box. And then let's swing the Legionnaires. 1, 2, 3. You actually have to go in there. We have 2 heavy weapons. I will Dark Pact for Sustained. I pass. 6 attacks on my 2 heavy weapons. Hitting on 2s, 1 comes back. Strength 8. So looking for 3s here. 3 more saves. AP2.
Good grief.
And then we just have a combat weapon that comes back. Looking for 5s. Nothing.
Okay. Down to 2.
Down
Fuck.
to 2.
Well, you did better in my turn than you did in yours.
Yeah, right.
I'll take a 5 and a 2.
All right.
So I
What
will
did you
get
score the 5 on?
extend.
5 on extend.
5 and extend
2
and
on
on cleanse.
right?
Yep,
Perfect.
that's right.
Just wanted to clarify that. And that will be the end of Battle Round 2. How are you feeling so far?
I mean, that definitely did not go the way I wanted with this,
Right.
or with that in the middle. Cypher's a real thorn, but I do have 1 CP turning into 2, so I have an opportunity to try and pull it back here.
Yep, I agree.
I'll say over to you.
All right, we'll take a little break and be back with Battle Round 3 in a second. Battle Round 3, Kyle.
Let's do it, baby.
All right, let's...
Picking up a big 15 at the top of it.
I hope so, right? I have 5, 10, 15. So
Yep.
yeah, I do get a 15 on primary. And then I'm going to draw my secondary cards. Are you ready for this?
I am.
All right, Area Denial and Extend Battle Lines. Right? Cool the Horde and Storm Hostile Objective.
Okay.
You don't give up Cool, right?
I do not.
All right, so we'll redraw Cool into Extend Battle Line.
That is a good draw.
And Storm Hostile Objective, which either will be your home or the objective that's currently held by those Deathwing Terminators. All right, let's keep this here on the board and we'll get started.
Sounds good.
All right, so in my command phase, I'm not going to do anything. And I think we're just going to go straight to moving. So what happened in the center was pretty good for me, honestly. That was better than I hoped it to be. And I need to really capitalize on this turn in order to push my advantage. I think I have a slight advantage right now and hope I can really push this home. We're going to try to see if I can do the same thing I did last turn with Cypher. I want to move him again into a position where he will be within 12 of the Redeemer, which I think I can get relatively easily achieved. I just need to be somewhere here in the center. Can I just even get there with a movement? I think if I'm right there, can you see me around here? Can you?
I can. That position so that I can see this way. Yeah. So you need to stay. Yep.
Can I be like right here, for example, like this?
You could, but it would be on the terrain feature, at which point if you were within 12, I would shoot you.
You can see me? Perfect. So I don't think I can be behind this, right? So I think I need to be like right here.
The one trouble is if you do that, if you're within 12, I will be able to shoot you.
Correct, but I don't think you can see me if I'm here, right?
No, I position so I can see this.
Oh, there's like a little corner coming
That's
around.
right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I would need to get like past this point or past this point here.
Correct.
Really? All right. So let's do an advanced roll. See how far Cypher can go. 9. I do believe that should be fair enough to get in there. What do you think?
Yep, that would work.
Perfect. Cypher's just going to come up here. And we'll try to do it again. I want to see, can you check for me if he's still within 12 of the Deathwing Terminators?
I'm sure he is.
Also?
Yep, you're good.
Perfect. Is the guy with the big mace the sergeant?
He is.
Can you check if he's 12 to him also?
You are.
Perfect. Great. All right. In that case, that is done. Now over to moving. I do think I will stay here in combat. I would like to shoot my brigand.
Yeah, makes sense.
Possessed, move 9. What are we going to spend CP on? I could spend a CP to advance and charge them to try to really get here into your backfield. But I think the problem is, if I'm going to be out here, I'm going to measure from your sponson 12 inches, so I need to stay outside of this, which is relatively easy. So right now, do I measure to the hole or to the base in order to charge
to the
this guy?
base?
To the base. So for the Land Speeder Thunderstrike, I am within 20. So right now, without an advanced roll, that would be a 10 on the charge.
It's pretty far.
And then if I do advance, it's a 10 on 3d6. I do have 2 CP, so I could advance and reroll the charge if I fail it. So that is maybe a use for 2 CP, or at least 1, and then see if I hope I make my charge. We'll definitely disembark here on the other side. I still have my prime subject, Chaos Lord.
Yes, indeed.
Chosen. I'll just put them here quickly, and then we have another 5 Legionnaires in there also. Chaos is unending.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Just throwing wave after wave at you. Would you mind me?
Oh yeah, go down.
Thank you. All right, and same thing. I'm just going to pre-measure. I also heal my wound actually that I took here, so I'm back to 10. And then to stay outside of 12. This is our no-go zone for the Redeemer. So let's start with the Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord is going to disembark over here. And it's okay with you, I will just immediately do my move.
That's fine.
I'm just going to be 9 inches. They can advance and shoot and charge. Is it even worth it? Can you give me an advance roll? It doesn't make anything bad. So just give me an advance roll, if you don't mind.
4.
4. So I can actually go up to 13, so I can have at least 1 or 2 guys inside the ruin. All the way up here. Actually, the Twin Lightning Claw I want outside. So we'll have this guy over here. Then this guy with the combi weapon here. Actually, no, the Lightning Claw will be in there. And then I think everyone else will be outside. Close enough so I can choose what we want to charge, and you can take your reaction move with your...
And which unit is that?
That is the Chosen. That's the Chosen with the Lord. Oh, thanks. Sorry. Yeah, there's a line of sight in there. Perfect.
I had the distinct feeling that Sasha did not want me to light him on fire.
Measure on the other side.
I am going to move the Lieutenant 6 inches and get into the land.
Perfect. Just to safety.
Yes.
All right. And then the
So he's
Legionnaires
going to be over there.
will disembark. 1, 2, 3. Do you still get the reroll once to wound if he's in a transport?
I do.
Okay, it's just when he dies.
I believe that's right. Yeah, that one I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's correct.
Okay. Then I think these Legionnaires will just scoop in here. One guy there, 2. And that's it. And the rest will just be outside. The Rhino is just going to be, so without pivoting, this is a 7 right there, and that gives me another 5 inches to move up in this direction. And what I want to use the Rhino for is charge the Land Raider so it can't overwatch anything else. So Rhino's going here. Anything you would like to do so far?
No, I'm feeling good.
All right, perfect. Then we have this Stalker. I think he's just going to stalk up. So far, I really didn't need any CP anywhere else. There's no characters. I could get him within melter range to the Land Raider and really start putting some hurt there. Or we can stay here. I mean, this combat is going to go on for a little while. But I want to actually, yeah, I think I want to charge in here.
That makes sense.
And then can I be, if I'm within 12, you're within 12.
Yep.
That's how math works, right? In order to shoot you, is it to the base or to the hole then?
It would be to the base as well.
So for melter range, I need to go to your base?
Correct.
Gotcha. So you measure from hole, I measure to base. Okay, so I would need to go perfectly straight in order to be within 12. Does that work? I'm
That is correct.
24.
Yep.
Can you just mark me 12 for a second?
There you go.
Perfect. And I'm just going to leave a couple dice back here. So because what I want to see is how far the charge will be back into the Dreadnought from there. And because I need to clear my base, I think that's a quite long charge. I don't want to do that. I want to be as close as possible here. We know how last turn went my charges. So I can make my charge, shoot my melter at long range, and that's really it. And now the Possessed. Now that we accepted that
They owe a battle shock, by the way.
they owe you a battle shock. That might change things up. They're good on a 6, right? They're not 7?
Yeah,
Would you mind checking that?
No, they're 6.
Okay. I feel like they're still Chaos Space Marines at heart. Yeah, the Chosen will not come out and party with the Redeemer, so they will fall back, but still be hidden behind this crater. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Cypher. This guy. Just going out of combat, and then I think the Legionnaires will fall back too, and also position themselves so that they're out of line of sight.
You got it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won't be able to do anything this turn. This 2 is for you. Okay. Now, 10 is what we said on 3d6. I can roll the advanced roll. If I roll bad, I just don't spend the CP, and then the Chosen don't do anything this turn. And they might just be able to stage a little bit closer.
Sure.
And if I roll a 6, then we might go for it. I don't think I necessarily need them in combat. They're not great into your Dreadnought.
You got it?
Because I wound you on 6s.
Correct.
Combat, yeah. And I have no more def, so yeah. Advanced, that is a 4, so that makes that a 6-inch charge. I think we'll just at least go in that direction. So
Sure.
We'll move 13 up to here. 2, and then the 2 behind the wall. Just want to make sure that's still outside of 12 from the Redeemer. Should be relatively easy. There and there. All right. And then once we get to the charge phase, we can probably do that. Cultist, you have nothing left in reserve, right?
I don't.
Cultist will advance.
You got it?
They're just going to start moving forward. 8, I want to have another wave later down the road. Up, and they all come up here. And the last cultist just basically makes it behind. I didn't do containment yet, actually, right? I have cultists over here. So maybe, I'll already start moving them. We'll just continue this movement now. And these cultists, I think, will just safely stay in here. In case we do draw containment at some point, I'm moving an inch off the wall again.
You got it?
That way, if this goes really bad, the Dreadnought cannot engage me. And I have nothing left back there. Storm Hoster we already accomplished. Extend battle lines we accomplished. So I think we're going to shooting phase.
I think it's a good play.
All right, let's start in combat with the Brigand.
That sounds good. So 2 big melter shots hitting on 3s.
2 big melter shots at your ballistas. So actually what I'm thinking right now, I will start with the Stalker. Because Brigand hits better. Yeah, no. So let's start with the Brigand. Brigand will shoot the Melter in combat, and then I think the autocannon is going to shoot the Termini. Do you get cover there? I don't think so, right? I think I can probably draw a line where you get no cover.
Okay.
Perfect. I would only be AP1, but I put you on 3s.
Sure.
See if I can... Actually, before we do that, let's shoot all this little stuff. They
That
can
makes
shoot.
sense.
Let's shoot all of Bile's unit. We have left 2 combi weapons and 3 plasma pistols.
Sounds good.
A Dark Pact for sustained. Still have my icon. 2 combi weapons hitting on 4s. Defs on 4s. 1 def.
I think I've already popped my Watcher, so I'm down to 1.
And then we got 2 plasma pistols, we said. 1, 2, 3. Am I over hazardous overcharging them now? 2 hits. Give me 1 save. AP2.
Oh, well, I'll try that again. Still a 1.
That's it. All right. In that case, then we're just putting everything into the
That makes sense.
All right, here's the melter shots. Hitting on 2s, -1 3s. Wounding on 3s. Nothing. Is it worth a reroll? I need the rerolls for the possess. So 4, 6, 3, and 6. These hit on 3s. After my -1 modifier. And wounding on 5s. Give me 1 more AP2.
Love it.
Perfect. And then the Havoc is blast. So I should just shoot the Havoc at the Intercessor if that's okay.
Sure, that's fine.
2 shots, nothing. Perfect. Can change the past. Stalker. Same story. I think he's just shooting in combat. If I'm going to roll 3s, I will be miserable, but that's it. I want to put him down a little bit. I get 1 hit.
Yep.
I do get +1 to wounds, so I do wounds. AP4.
Ow.
No save this time. And that is 5 damage only. Oh, is this worth a CP? Probably not, right. Let me quickly look up the Stalker's profile in combat, and if I get the ability in combat, the +1 to wound.
Taking a look to see if he can get rid of me, which would be
weapons.
pretty important here.
Yeah, I really would like to have only 2 ballistas to deal with. So the Slaughter Claws 4 attacks hitting on 3, strength 12, AP3, D6 +2.
Oof.
And my ability is each time this model makes an attack that targets an enemy unit if there's no other way. So I get
So it would work.
+1. All right. So we're not spending our CP here.
That makes
as
sense.
much as it hurts. And the pot will shoot the Intercessors, the Havoc.
That makes sense.
6 shots here, 1 full blast.
Yes, indeed.
Force to hit because I can see you. And 3 to wound. Nothing. Nice and easy. All right, then we just got a couple shots over there. We'll start with the Rhino. It's pacting again, and it's failing again for sustained. Here's the combi. I get 1 hit, nothing. The Havoc, 1 shot. It is also into the Deathwing Knights, I'm sorry. Hits and does wound, 1 AP, nothing.
Good.
All right. That was our almighty Rhino. Next up, we have the Legionnaires. Plasma pistol. Sorry, and here's sustained. Yep. So I get 2 on the plasma, wounding on 3s, nothing. Legionnaires get real 1s in combat. Then the cannon, 8 shots. Reaper autocannon, 2, 1 save, no AP.
We love that.
Great. And here's 3 pistols, 2 hits, nothing. All right. And then the Chosen. The Chosen have 2 combi weapons. They will also pack for sustained. Goes off. 2 combis. I get 1 back.
Oh,
Force.
the 3 doesn't hit.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Right. No problem.
Yep. And then 4s are devastating, so 1 dev.
Yeah, I think I still have my Watcher, but I'm going to hold on to it, I believe.
So, just for the hammer of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's the only devastating I still have. Then we have 2 plasma pistols in there. 1 is hits on 2, 2+, 3+. So 2 hits, 2 saves, AP2. All right, kill that 1 guy. And then I have just a bolter, 2 hits, 2 saves, no AP.
I'm good.
Cool. That's it. That's it for our shooting phase. Let's go charging.
Yes, indeed.
So we'll start with the Rhino into the Land Raider. I want to block that Overwatch.
Go to town.
Good to go. Yep. That's an 11. Ooh.
That'll get there.
Okay. So just going to boop, push myself as much in here as we can. Actually, I can pivot, and I'm just going to be right touching this wall.
That makes sense.
So we can put Chosen in there. Next up is going to be, I think, the charges on the other side. We'll start with the Lord at the Terminators.
Yep.
That's an 8. So this is the Chosen charging the Deathwing Knights. We'll just go here. I want to try to stay outside of line of sight from the Land Raider even after the combat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is he? Perfect. 5. All right. The Legionnaires, I think, are going to charge the ATV, the attack bike.
That makes sense.
Just want to try to get rid of that. And if we can, might pile into the Intercessors after. Let's see. So my charge is 7. All right, 7 puts the last guy pretty much over here. We'll take this guy. He just barely makes it behind the wall. The chain cannon can follow up. The chainsword needs to touch you here, and then the last guy is right there. He doesn't make anything fancy, so he's just coming around.
You got it.
That's it. Finished our charges over here. I think next up we're going to have the Chosen charging the Land Raider. Let's do over here Stalker. That's an
Sounds
easy
good.
one. That is a 6. That will complete this charge. Want to make sure that he can slightly stay on the base there.
Sure.
Chosen. Yeah, I need to charge the Land Raider eventually anyway, so might as well do it now. Here we go. 5. It's not a great charge, but I think that makes it. And that keeps our CP, so we can actually try to possess again, but we were going for. All right, so 5. He gets to base the front track. He gets to base you on the side. That should be it with basing. Power Fist will come over here. So I think now we need to start moving in this direction. This guy, his back of the base still clears the crater. Bile does not, so Bile's back of the base needs to come over here. And then I think the rest just needs to follow Bile. 3 does not get through, so 5.
So you'll be able to get, it looks like Bile
Yeah.
and 3 guys.
Exactly.
4 guys?
4 guys, yep.
Yeah.
Legionnaires will stay, and then we are over to Possessed.
Makes sense.
Is it worth spending 2 CP on this charge though? Maybe 2, right? So because we said it's a 6-inch charge now. I won't steal your objective. I will not kill the Thunderstrike. All I'm really doing is holding the Thunderstrike in place. I'm not going to spend any CP anywhere in combat. I could give you a -1. And I'm already scoring this really well.
Which is good.
So, is it worth it? 1 CP for 6-inch charge, get back in there. I think I will go for it. So we'll spend our CP, here's the charge. That is a 7, so that makes it. I was like, if I fail it, I wouldn't have re-rolled it actually.
That does make
I wouldn't
sense.
have spent both CP on it, but 1 CP I think was worth trying. There we go. And that's all my charges. Cultists will happily stay in there. Actually, so these cultists are somewhat visible, so they will just stay off. That's it. Let's go to the fight phase.
Sounds good.
You cannot interrupt anywhere meaningful, so I will still just start with my Hammerlord.
So how many attacks are we getting here, Sasha?
All right, so he starts at 5 attacks base. He will use his ability that gives him +1, so that makes him 6. And then I did roll the enhancement for +1, so he's going to be 7 attacks. I will Pact Force Sustained, and then he is Strength 9 at AP3 for 3 damage.
I'm going to let it go through. You go ahead.
Here's my Dark Pact. Dark Pact is good, so 5 +2. Hitting on 2s, I get +1 to hit. Full rerolls to hit, and because I can fish, we're just going to go fishing. That one comes back.
3s to wound here.
3s to wound. These are death, and then
4?
4 saves. So 2 deaths, 4 saves.
Lose 1 guy.
Yep.
And then we owe you some saves there.
Yep, that's your watcher that you're
That's my
activating.
watcher.
Right? Perfect.
I'll lose 1 more guy.
Are you sure that you didn't activate it into the possessed?
You could be right.
I think you did probably, right?
Okay, so it does this. It's the same effect.
Yeah.
Right, so I lose 2 guys.
Yep. It's like because we had the big possessed fight there.
Yep.
Then we have the lightning claw, which is 5, 6 attacks.
Yep.
They all hit. I get 1 back. 3's rerolling. Actually, 4's rerolling because I'm only strength 5 here.
Right.
Give me 4 more AP2.
Let's see how I do. We're gonna fail 1.
All right. Then we have 4 plus 1, so 5 attacks, 10 attacks from the 2 regular cursed weapons. 1 comes back. He's also strength 5, so looking for 4s. Give me another 4 at AP2.
All right. Down to 1.
All right. And then we have the Power Fist, which is 4 plus 1, 5. 1 goes out. He's 1 on 3s. Only 1. Ooh, not worth the CP. No.
I'll pass it.
Okay. And then we'll pile in. I'm going to get hit back. We'll do 3. And we're going to be visible to Land Raider if I do that. Well, that's okay. So we'll actually, you will just go there to try point you.
That makes sense.
Perfect. And then those guys, he's just going to swiggle in there. They will Dark Pact for sustained also. Goes off. 2 heavy weapons, see if they can do it. 3s to hit.
Oh!
Yeah, they might. Plus 4 extra. These are Power Fist equivalents. Full reroll to wound because you're on an objective. That is 9 AP2 for 2.
Jiminy Christmas. We are going to go down.
Okay.
Do you wish to pile into the
I
intercessors?
think I will. You have a Power Fist in there, I assume?
I do.
Yeah. Is it then actually worth it? Yeah, you spend your tactical doctrine. I want to have as much in combat as possible.
Sure.
So they're going in 3, 3, 3. Is it worth? Yeah, I'm going to die anyway. You have flame cannons everywhere now. Perfect. So I'm going off the objective with them also.
Sounds good.
If you kill them, at least I don't want to give you a secondary for it. Then let's go Chosen.
Sure.
I should have just done that right away. Do my pile over here. So Bile does not get to base you, so he's just going to come over there. Bile will then just go here, and then I can probably just get 1 more guy, and that's it. And then the rest is out. 1, 2, 3. And then he needs to come in. Boop. Right there. So we got the 2 Power Fists, the 2 Lightning Claws, 1 accursed weapon, and Bile.
Okay.
All right.
Are we pacting?
I'm definitely pacting, and I'm probably going for lethal here.
That sounds good.
My pact. That is good. Would you like to AOC?
I mean, I'd like to. Bile has 1,000,000 attacks, but they're wounding on 5s or 6s.
Yeah, let me actually double check that. Because you're T12, right?
I am T12.
Yeah. So, Bile. I did not get the upgrade for. So, you might only be 6. He's only 5 actually. So
Okay,
5.
so I'm gonna hold out that I'll be okay.
Perfect. So let's start with the 2 Power Fists because I already have them in my hand. 4 attacks plus 1, 10 attacks. Hitting on 2s, 6s are going straight through. None. And then we just look for 5s here. Give me 2 at AP2 for 2.
We'll pass both.
5, 6, and 6. These are the 2 accursed twin linked weapons. That is a lethal. I didn't do sustained.
6s.
They will be 5 plus 1, 6. And full rolls to wound for twin linked. Give me 4 at AP2 for 1.
Take 2, down to 14.
All right, here's Bile.
Oh, I'm glad I did an AOC.
Yeah, right. Only 1.
1.
AP1. All right, that's at least 3 damage.
I'm down to 11.
And then we have what we said: 1, 2 accursed weapons, 1 accursed weapon. So that's 4 attacks. 5 attacks. 1 lethal. This needs a 6. Just 1 more. AP2.
Good on
Perfect.
that.
All right.
Is it time for me to hit you back?
I have this guy here.
All right, yeah.
The Stalker, 4 attacks hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, 4 at AP3.
If it's okay, I might AOC here. Oh, no, it's D6 plus 2, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's D6 plus
I'm
2.
just gonna let it go.
Sure.
2 go
To
through.
go through. Yeah.
Do I explode? I don't.
Okay, cool. All right, there's not a whole lot he can really do better than where he is. I think 3 will put me slightly closer there to the center of the objective. And then we have the possessed.
Yep.
I think I can get within an inch of the ballista, so I will do that. 3 is going to touch you there, and then he's just going to touch this guy.
Sure. Sounds good.
I will put everything at the Thunderstrike.
Sounds good.
5 attacks apiece. 5, 5, 5, and 5.
Do they have 5 apiece?
Yeah. 4 plus 1 because I have extra attacks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark Pact for... I'm wounding you on 5, so lethals. I fail, I still have the icon alive, he's good. That's the guy that's the red arm. 2s. 2s are good, these are coming out. And then he's only strength T8
He's
or 9,
T9.
right? So 5's here,
Good grief.
another 3. So we're looking at 9 AP1 for 2.
Oof. Here's 9.
Alright. Ooh, I think we got him. 12.
Yeah, I think we'll use a CP here probably. Yeah.
10, is he 11? Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Okay. Gonna fail it.
Yep.
That's really annoying. I will just die. Nothing to be done about it.
Wow, and that takes your objective. Actually, no, I don't think I
It
can get all
doesn't.
of them on.
Yeah.
Right, let me see. I don't think I can get all 4 guys with my big ass bases. Yeah, and even if I do, you have it sticky, so it doesn't matter.
We'll go ahead and kick you back.
Yep.
Here's 5 attacks. 3 hits. 2 wounds. No AP.
All right, swing for 3s, both
Yep.
saved. And it's time for you to swing back.
We'll go over there. We will put this into, it's just 1 unit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just go into the Lord unit.
Perfect. 3 sustained.
I mean, I need it.
Yes.
3s.
All right.
Dev and
devs.
and
3
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Looking for 5s. So the 2 devs will kill one, and then these 2 will kill another one. So 2 devs.
All right, let's go ahead and move the intercessors in here. We'll go ahead and go this way and this way. Let's go ahead and fight you.
Sure.
Here are 3 Power Fist attacks.
Yep.
2 hits.
Yep. 2s.
2 minus 2.
5s. They're good.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boop, 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 and 4s.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, 6 more. And for 3s, kills 2.
A little better.
All right. I think that is also going to be the end of my turn. Right, there's no other combats that we have left to do.
I don't think so.
Right, so I will score 5 on extend battle lines, and I score 4 on storm hostile.
Oh, I need to attack you with the Land Raider.
Yeah, please, go for
I
it.
will put that into the Chosen Squad.
Sure.
Rerolling all hits.
Oh, yeah, I'm still old.
You're still oathed.
Beautiful.
And then,
2s. He's strength 8.
right, so 5.
5. Here, there go.
Okay, cool. Having trouble killing stuff.
All right.
All right, is it over to me?
I think it is over to you. We got
All
the
right.
5 and 4 in storm. And then bottom of battle round 3.
Yes, indeed. I will go up 5 points because I control the 1 objective still.
Yep.
I will go up to 2 CP. We'll draw 2 cards.
So do I. 2 CP for both players.
Let's go Marked for Death, which is pretty, I guess, okay.
Yeah, I can do cultist.
And
The third
Assassination.
one might be a bit harder.
Sure. You have a Lord unit over there.
Yeah.
And you have a unit of Legionnaires there. Okay.
Yeah.
If I don't get Marked for Death, so which 3 units would you like to choose?
Doing cultist. The third one is a bit more tricky. I might do Cypher. What really can threaten Cypher? I think just really the one Deathwing Knight if he falls back, right?
I could get, it would cost a lot of CP, but I could get the Lieutenant out and move around to grenade him.
Yeah, but it's 2 CP for coming out, and you will need to...
It will get me
work
assassination
here.
and marked if I kill you.
Yeah, I know, all right.
So that would seem like 2 CP well spent.
This knight, you still have 2 ballistics to shoot him. There's not really a super safe thing, so I might just do the big chosen brick, or instead of the big chosen brick, the small chosen brick. That way, if you don't shoot with the flamers at the big chosen brick, at least I still have them fully intact. So maybe we use the secondary here to keep resources alive instead of doubling up on them. So like I'm thinking if I make them my third target, you can just dump everything in there, try to kill them, and it takes a big resource away.
It's true.
But if I do them, this is also marked an assassinate.
That is also true.
So, you know what? We might go the same philosophy and actually choose this rhino
I could see that.
as a mark, right? That could be a bit annoying to kill. And then you're not killing my knights or this unit over here, honestly, because same thing. I don't think the Redeemer can necessarily shoot them right now. And don't think the Redeemer can shoot them at all. So now you would need to do the same game where you commit your Lieutenant and your Dreadnoughts to kill them. I will do the Legionnaires.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So Legionnaires, Cultist, and Cultist.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, we got some action here. So you said Legionnaire. You said Cultist.
Legionnaire, Cultist, Cultist.
Got it. All right. I get to pick my oath target.
Yep.
I think I don't mind if this turns into CP, but I most certainly do want to score Assassinate. I think my play also is to try and get as many things out off the board as possible. I think that's the way that this still holds the ship together in some way. So I think what we do is we are going to... So you ultimately decided on the Rhino, is that correct?
No, the Legionnaires.
The Legionnaires, okay.
Legionnaires, Cultist. The Legionnaires, you can shoot them right now with the Redeemer, and unless I don't think there's an angle you can shoot me.
I think
fall
this
back.
guy can.
Yeah, for sure, but...
And that might be worth it, especially given that I have some ways to do that.
Yeah.
It means you're taking some 5-ups, which I think I'm fine with. So I think what we'll do is we just have to do this. It's a bad situation. I got to just try and do a lot of damage here. We are going to get the Combi Lieutenant.
What are you oathing before the
Yes, that's an excellent question. Let's oath.
And then would you want to call Death Doctrine for advanced shooting? Which
I don't think I do in this case.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is we will oath. I'm going to owe you. I will oath, and then I'll do some battle shock.
Sure.
I am going to oath the. Well, there's many things I want to kill. That's the problem, Sasha. So I think what I will try to kill. It doesn't really help the Redeemer, so I believe that I will choose. This has a Lord and
3 more chosen.
And 3 more chosen. I think that I will choose the... I suppose that the best choice is probably... I'm not getting rerolls against the Possessed right now, and I kind of would like rerolls against the Possessed.
And combat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll pick the Possessed. It's a crazy choice, but I think it's probably a fine choice.
No, I definitely think that's actually not a bad one. Just you gotta clear up your backfield.
I am going to owe you some battle shock.
Go for it.
I owe you battle shock on ye old Deathwing Knight.
Yep.
We are going to pass.
Perfect.
I am going to pay 1 CP for him to fall back and charge back in. Okay, so
he needs to desperate escape though.
It looks like I can get back out because I killed enough guys. Take a gander here.
Sure. I didn't move this guy, so like he was touching your base, so that's why I even said I try-pointed you there. Those two.
I think I can still. I mean,
push him, and if it moves my model, you know that you can fit. But I think, like if you go in this direction, you will move my bases. right?
Yeah,
So,
I think you're right.
yeah.
Okay, so he might not be worth doing that on. So
Correct.
maybe I'll just leave the 2 CP. I'll let him... Oh, do I let him stay in combat? It's like pretty bad deal. I will... I'm not going to get him out of there probably. So if I'm not going to fall him back... You know what? I will Desperate Escape him. That's fine.
Sure.
I just won't pay the CP for him to fall back and charge.
Yeah, makes sense.
He'll die.
All right.
All right. And we will put the... I think maybe what we'll do is we'll put the Intercessors into fallback, shoot, and charge.
Gotcha.
That will cost me 2.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I did that out of order. I apologize.
So Kyle is out of CP.
I am. All right. Let's do some moving and grooving. The Intercessors right here.
Yep.
I'm going to move 6 inches so that they can, they are going to move such that they can charge onto the objective. Okay. We will take this Combi Lieutenant, and he is going to also be in a position to charge onto the objective.
Perfect.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal. All right, let's do some shooting.
Yep.
Let's start with this ballistus is going to shoot into combat.
Sure. That's kind of.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
1 hit, re-rolling. 1 hit.
2.
1 wound.
Going for 5. He's good.
Missiles. 1 hit. 1 wound.
1 wound. That goes through.
I'll
That's
do
okay.
4. Here are the bolters.
Yep.
Re-rolling. 1 hit.
Yeah. And then 5 re-rolling. Twin linked. Nice. All
Okay.
right. That looks pretty good.
Let's go ahead and have the Intercessors shoot at the
Legionnaires. All right.
So
And you
here-
still have all 5, right?
I do.
All right. Going to use the same rule again, single.
I am. Here are the first 4 guys, and then we'll get over to the big feller.
Sure.
And 4s.
Yep. Do I get cover? I get cover, right? I'm in the terrain.
I'm going to get 4 of them successfully through.
All right. Do I have 2 guys fully like in terrain?
Yeah, you're good.
Perfect. They're good.
Okay, here's the other guy. 2.
All right.
2 more.
Ah, sorry, 2 more. I say all right, Bandu. And a grenade. Nope.
Okay. The Combi Lieutenant will shoot at him.
Sure.
1 hit. No wound. Let's go ahead and have the this ballistus is going to shoot everything here except. Yeah, we'll just put everything there. Use
Cool.
2 las cannons.
I will just go to ground for free.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because we kept forgetting it.
Re-rolling.
Yep. Yep, reroll ones.
Yeah, reroll ones. 2.
2 5-ups. Nope.
I'll kill 2 of them.
Kill 2. Down to 1.
Here are the missiles.
Yep.
2 hits.
Nice.
Re-rolling.
Boom. 1 more. This is a 4-up. Yep, that's good.
Here's bolters. And 2 wounds.
Looking for 3s here. He takes 1, but that means he's still alive. 1.
Okie dokie. Let's go with the Land Raider.
Yep.
Is going to put both flamers are just we're gonna have to just put everything here.
Yeah. The only question is maybe like the multi-melter, right? If you want to put it in
Yeah,
the
the
Rhino.
the multi-melta will probably just go into the multi-melta. I mean, they're oathed, so I will. Oh, I
No,
oathed
they're
those.
possessed of. Yeah, that's why.
Let's go ahead and do. I'll put the multi-melta into this squad right here.
Sure. That's the Legionnaires, right?
Right.
Perfect.
Let's start with the assault cannon here.
All right.
2 successes.
3's re-rolling with twin linked. 6 are devastating. 2 saves. Both good.
Here are the bolters.
Yep.
Rerolling nothing. Here are the flamers. 10,
Nice.
so 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threes to wound.
3 to wound, MT5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to hand you a bunch of them.
Perfect.
5 ups.
Yep. I think we can do 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and then I will blank 1 and a guy down to a wound. So 3 dead and a guy down to a wound.
Okay, and then we will have the multi-melta shoot.
1, 2. I still think he has coherency, and I actually get to pile in before the end of the turn. 3 dead and a guy down a wound. I'm wounding the land round 6, so it's going to be this lightning claw.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's too many shots for the multi-melta.
Okay.
1 hit.
Yep. And that was just the Legionnaires, right?
Yes, 1 at minus
6
4.
up. He's actually good.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do some charges. Let's go ahead and go. These will charge into unkillable Legionnaires.
Yep. Intercessors charging my Legionnaires here.
10.
I'm going to give you my 6-inch bubble for heroic if you want to stay out of that. Because the Chaos Lord will just heroic you for free.
Sure. We'll make it like this.
Just go all the way back. Perfect.
The Combi Lieutenant will leave a little space so he can also charge.
Okay.
On an 11.
Yep, he is back in there.
So we'll go this way. Again, trying to stay outside that. I'll just be less. Because I got such a big charge, I'll just leave a little space here.
Just like somewhere between 2 bases, so
Right.
you're within an inch.
And then this Ballistus will charge backwards.
Sure. Going into the possessed.
Correct.
All right.
7.
He makes it.
All right. Well, you have enough to cut in, so I guess we'll activate over there first.
Sure.
Here are
I will
3.
spend 1 CP to give you -1 to hit.
You got it. I'm going to hit 3 times with a Power Fist.
All right.
I'll wound 3 times at -2.
Kills 2 guys. I have 1 left.
Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
-1.
And then force. I'm going to hand you 3.
All right. Down to 1 on the last guy.
Yep. And then we'll activate with the Combi Lieutenant unless you want to cut in. Oh, you can't cut in.
Yeah,
All right.
let me just see how I could remove maybe guys that he can't make it in. If I take those 2, I think he would be over 4 inches. Can I see?
Sure.
Let me take for a second. Also, yeah, I don't think you could position him there because your base is bigger. I will just try it. We'll do these 2 guys come out. Up 1 and 2 intercessors. Just trying to prevent him from swinging at me if possible.
You got it. And that is the guy who's still alive is the heavy weapon.
Yeah.
Let
But
me
if he's
try.
not the
Let me
icon.
try position.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I gave you the measurement tape. Just check if you can fit in there.
I'm not going to move this dude. I'm going to hold him down. I can still get in.
You can get in there? Perfect.
Yep.
Then he gets to swing.
He's going to stab, and he loves stabbing. So here's 5 attacks.
Yep. He got a glow up with a point of AP, didn't he?
He did.
-1.
-1, so we're going to get 1 sustained.
Yep. And then force.
Dev wound.
He's not anti-infantry in
Oh,
combat, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only
He
shooting.
is anti-infantry in combat.
In combat too?
But he's not dev wounds. He's not dev wounds. So
Okay,
just 1.
so 1 save. 4+ to stay alive. So the reason I'm thinking to stay alive is I could spend 1 CP in my command phase to regrow D3 battle line models. So that 1 Legionnaire could actually turn into more, but I don't think it matters. I still have this objective. So I don't think it's worth 2 CP to get a Legionnaire or 2 back.
Sure.
So he's dead.
Here's this into here.
Yep.
Re-rolling.
Perfect.
And 3s. I'll hand you 3.
All right. Take 1.
Sure. Sounds good. You get the next activation.
I think we'll just probably go at the length. Well, actually, no, we'll just go there.
That sounds good.
So we have wall swing, everything at the guy I was in combat with before.
Sounds good.
5, 10, and I'm not spending any CP here. And so here's my Dark Pact. I still have I will go for lethals. Yep. Just one lethal, choose to hit, and looking for 6s. 4 saves at AP1.
I'll take 2 and be down to 10.
All right. It's going to be very slowly.
Slow. I will activate the Land Raider next. I'll go ahead and fight the Chosen.
Yep.
Here's 6 attacks into them.
Yep. 1, 2.
2.
All right. 3 ups here. Perfect.
All right.
And I think I get the Chosen back.
You get to hit the Chosen back.
All right. I still have my Outcone going for lethals again. It's good. So what do we have left? He needs to come in. We have 2 fists and 2 claws. All right, 2 fists, 2 claws, and bite him.
Sure.
5, 10. We'll start with the 2 fists. 2. Here we go. 1 lethal. And then these look for 5s. Power fist. Give me 4 saves at AP2 for 2.
You got it. I'll fail all of them.
That's 8 damage.
I am down to 3.
All right. Bile. Oh, Bile has 3 lethals.
Oh, jeez.
And then looking for 6s. Just 3. Fail 1. Nope. And then we have the 2 lightning claws. 6, 8. So twin accursed weapons. Hitting on 2. 6s are lethal. And then they are 6s, but I'm twin linked. So that's 5 saves.
I'll pass.
All right, perfect. And I'm not swinging the little guy, that's fine. Cool.
Well, unfortunately, that I think is going to end the game.
Pretty much,
Yeah, because I had a couple turns that didn't quite go the way I wanted them to, and that's okay. That happens sometimes.
Yep.
And the getting Sasha was very foxy in the middle.
Yeah.
Sorry. I should have said that. I should have gotten to that part quicker. Very foxy in the middle, and just a little bit of this. I didn't realize that how tough it would be to actually get through the armor on those guys.
Yeah.
I'm so used to hitting on 2s with the unit, but you didn't have any leader, which makes it tricky.
Correct.
And then I think
And then the -1 on top, so instead of 2s, it's 4s.
Yeah, I probably should have not charged here, but I also didn't want to have to fight on death, because Vect was like a real issue for me in the course of the game.
Yeah, Cypher definitely was the MVP here. Right?
Yep.
I feel like he made all your decisions a little bit harder and taxed your CP economy so much more.
Yeah, I was really looking for an opportunity to get rid of him, and again, without a lot of quick units, it's sort of tricky because I don't have JPI or things like that to really get that work done.
Yep.
And so it was kind of neck and neck for a little bit, but you pulled ahead here. You're going to get a 15, and
Yeah.
this went the wrong way for me. But
So let's
Sasha,
just score
heck
it
of a
out quickly
game.
properly.
What's sorry?
Let's score it out just quickly properly. You get a 0 and 0 on secondaries, right?
I do,
Mark for
unfortunately.
death. Do you want to keep any or just discard them?
I will get rid of both of them.
Perfect.
Sure.
All right, then we'll start battle round 4, just draw secondaries,
Sure.
put the score in, and then I think, we can just call it from there. Okay?
Yep, I'll draw Sabotage and Recover. I'm
Perfect.
probably not going to be able to do either of those.
And I would have Air Denial and no prisoners.
So you pick up a 5 and a 5.
So give me a second, let's quickly just do the score.
Sure.
So top of turn 4, I will score a 15 on primary.
Yep.
And then I would get Air Denial and no prisoners. And very likely I would get a 5 on Air Denial and no prisoners. What I would be doing is I can really safely move up both of these knights just to be able to mess with your home objective. I can even fall back over here with the Chosen. I would spend 1 CP to regrow a Chosen guy.
You got it.
So one of them will be coming back. Just to make the charge a little bit easier into the knights, the dreadnoughts. So basically what I could do is here, falling back, get all of these guys onto your home objective. I will keep the Rhino in combat so that the Land Raider cannot shoot me or overwatch.
You got it.
And then the Chaos Lord with his guys, same story, he can just come up. The Combi Lieutenant could escape again if he'd like so, but the Intercessors will be paying the price here. So that's how the end of my movement phase would look, and I think from here, just to like show what would be happening, the Chaos Lord will charge the Intercessors, basically kill them. The Knights will shoot into the Land Raider, the Knights between discharging. I might not pick up all 3, but you will probably be down to 1 or 2 of those assets. So that would give me at the end of my turn a 4 on no prisoners and a 5 on area denial. The only thing I would have done with those cultists is run them in this direction. Just so if I draw a last turn containment, we would have the points. So these would all be here. And I would end my turn 4, and I would start your bottom of 4.
Yep, so I'll draw 2 cards, both of which are bad, which is Sabotage and Recover, neither of which are really doable.
And you would have a 0 on primary.
I get a 0. Yeah. It is, and then bottom of 5, again, I don't...
Top of 5, yeah.
Yeah,
So top of 5, I would score another 15. And then here we get containment, my cultists are running for, and locust, which I can get, so I will get another 10 on secondary. Yeah. So 6 on containment, 4 on locust, and that would then seal the deal.
That will seal the deal. Well, Sasha, heck of a game.
Kyle,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. That was round 2 of the Streamhouse RTT, and we'll be back for more.
Sounds good. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, bye.